like and subscribe to the channel.
Well, that was the wrong image. I have to fix that. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome in and happy Thursday. It's Thursday, right? Hey, Terry Cooper. Welcome in, honey. And hello, Jen and Ilka. And now I have to scroll all the way up because we've had people in here for almost an hour. Chris, who is ASMR and Ambience Nook, is in and been in since 11:30. And then Stephanie came in right behind. They've been chit-chatting a bit. We have Miss Jen looking to see. There are people that are in here that have not said anything yet, and that is totally fine. I love all y'all. I love the lurkers. I love the replay crew. So if you're watching the replay or you are new here and you haven't met me yet, Christopher Hoster 61. Awesome. Okay, so anyway, if you don't know me yet, I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and lately I have been going live what happened to my hair? Okay, that probably means I took my headphones off or put them on or something and didn't look in the mirror. Anyway, I have been going live every day since the 19th. I don't normally go live every day. It's usually just a couple of times a week, but we're going to see how long we can keep this thing going. I have been having a lot of fun creating with you guys. We've done Christmas, we've done Halloween, and we've done fall so far, so it has been a lot of fun, and I love having you guys in here with me every day. Right now, we're going live at noon Eastern every day, and plus the times that I go live on Tuesdays. Now today is Thursday, so this is my normal schedule. The schedule that I've had for about a year or so. My normal schedule is to go live on Twitch on Thursdays. Right now I'm doing it on both. So anyway, oh, we don't have the thing. I am so sorry. Let me fix that. There we go. Now we have it. So up at the top, you're going to see a little bar with words coming across. That is a chat that combines both places so you guys can see what each other is saying, as long as it's not going too fast, which it does. And this is also where other alerts and things come up, like the warm welcome that nobody got because I didn't have it turned on. I am so sorry. The emote wall should be turned on, so you guys should be good with that. If anybody wants to pop any emotes in there, they should scatter across the screen, which means we do have weird stuff coming on here. Just letting you guys that are new know ahead of time. So don't get upset. It's just one of those things. We're going to have fun. I have fun with my folks. Now, what we're playing with today... because film is life. What we're playing with today is something that I have not used yet. Just got them in the mail. Yes, kitties and Sabrina, and yeah, we're going to be playing. We are going to be playing with the new collection from ScrappyTails Craft. And the Todd alert. Todd's not here today. Sorry, guys, you're not going to see him. He's not here. Anyway, we're going to be playing with ScrappyTails Craft's new collection. It's all Gothic Halloween. So it's going to be so fun. I just got it. I opened it up. I have not actually gotten to play with anything yet. She actually combined it with an order that I had made because there was a couple of things
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you.
Now back to our show.
So she combined it with a couple of things that I needed, that I really wanted, and so yeah. Anyway, so do you guys want to see what I've got from the new? I don't have the whole thing. There's no way I could afford the whole thing. She is very generous with her design team and does give us some things to play with, but. Jerry says, so if Todd isn't there, nothing should go missing. That doesn't really work that way. And Stephanie says, tell Todd we miss him and meow. My husband and I, we meow at each other. So it's a thing. We had cats. They passed away. The whole time I've known him, we've had cats. And I want cats again. And he's not ready. Yeah, he's not emotionally ready to get more kitties. I would love the whole thing, but no sexual luck. Oh, I know, right? I did put the supply list should be linked down below, so you should be able to see the visual supply list. I put that together last night, so hopefully it's covering everything I have in here, because I did this from the couch. I didn't come in here and look to see what I actually had, so I'm pretty sure it's got everything in there, including some bundles that when you bundle the pot products together, you do get a discount. So, y'all ready to see? Let me move something around just a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. Come on, do the thing. Okay, so we have Shauna. Shauna is brand new too. Love you, hun. Thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with us. And Tara is here too. So Tara, welcome back in. We are going to be doing just a couple of quick announcements. There is a class. Do I have my buttons? There is a class coming up on Saturday. It should go up right here, maybe. I don't know if it's going to pop up there. Anyway, we have a class coming up on Saturday, a workshop. I call them, I have not decided what it actually is. We get together, I create something and show you how to do it and answer your questions and everything while you're trying to create the same thing. So we're doing Light Up Cards Halloween on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you're interested in that, you can sign up for that class there. I think I've got it for like $25 or something, 25 bucks. Anyway, it's not too expensive. Anyways, that's the thing. Then there are the events that are happening right now. So number one, we've got, we have the 12 Days of Christmas with Justine Hovey. She is doing Christmas card tutorials every day for 12 days. And this is, you can get the free ticket or the VIP. There's the Maker Retreat that is happening right now. I watched one of the lives today with Aaron. That is going on right now. It is a paid thing. We've got the Art of Handmade Summit. That actually starts on the 15th, but you can still get your free ticket now. And then the one that just released, happening on October 1st through the 4th, the Card Making with SVG Summit. I am participating in those last two, by the way. I am one of the presenters, and you can get your free tickets for either of those. Links to everything are in my link bio, so you can get easy access to that. There's also a page on there for my favorite shops, so you get affiliate links to all of those if you're trying to just find the store and do your own shopping kind of thing. I know the cards that Justine makes are absolutely amazing. She is fabulous. Okay, I also saw something, didn't say anything. Somebody is in Alberta, Canada, I think. Who said they were in Alberta, Canada? Of course, I scrolled. Shauna Anderson, hello from Alberta. Fabulous. We've got a few folks that we know up in the Canada area. So I have all these goodies right here. We're going to look, and then I have to decide what to make. And it is, every time I create with Sabrina, is a little bit outside my comfort zone. Well, most of the time. And I'll explain why. Okay, that looks about, I think I've got everything about right. Let's make it a little bit darker. Hey, Jana. Yes. I missed day 4, but watch today's. I know. Well, I've got the VIP, and I need to go back and watch all the things because I haven't had a chance. So I've seen like the pictures, and I'm thinking, I think I know how to make that. So I haven't had time. Today there is a new video up for Pear Blossom Press. I'm going to go ahead and show you that before we get into all of this. Inspired by you guys in the chat. It might have been Ronan. It might have been somebody else, but I'm not 100% sure who it was because I haven't gone back to look. But somebody said that we needed to have our little paratrooper, our cookie, our gingerbread paratrooper, drop into a glass of milk. So that's what I did. He drops into a glass of milk. So I've got actually, I've also put up a short for it too, but isn't he cute? And I did have a couple of struggles, so you'll want to see the video to see how what struggles I had, how I fixed them, and how I created this cutie. I love it. It's so freaking cute. Okay, and then if you missed yesterday, something else that I did, something that I did that I haven't done anything even similar to it in a while, and that was this guy, which is a box. I do want to let you know, I actually had some things sitting on this overnight to help the adhesive actually stay in place. The back where we did it with the double-sided adhesive from scrapbook.com, the sheet, that worked much better than what I tried to do with the front. The front actually started to lift. Yesterday while I was sitting here, I had it off to the side and I kept seeing these little bits trying to lift up, so I added more glue and stuck it under a bunch of bins. So yeah, this is super cute. So 3D things are not real. And I also realized, you know what, we probably could make this part into part of the box too. Probably. So I may have to try that on another run, but I think this turned out super cute. It kind of makes me, I know it's fall, but it kind of makes me, it reminds me of the Hawaiian kind of thing, you know? Anyway, I think that is super cute, but we could do it for basically any season, and that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna bring out some Halloween paper, because Gothic, and you saw some of the paper packs that I've got that are really old that I think would go great with this. So first off, one thing I don't like is that there's never a name on it. Let me pull up the website real quick so I'll know what I'm saying. Actually, I could probably just look at the Link Deli thing, which also confirms that I have it correct on there. Copy and paste it into a new window. So I've got my affiliate links up. So this one is called the Cathedral Pop-Up Tunnel Shadow Box. Okay. Let me make sure it's not a two-piece. Some of these are actually in two. So these two pieces go together. This is something separate that goes together. Don't think this is part of it, but it might be. So I'm going to pull up the link. Okay. And it doesn't show. I think it's just this piece. Okay. Well, actually, this one is the Shadow Box Tunnel. What's this one? This one's got a pumpkin in it. Going back to her What's New page. That might be part of it. It looks like it's part of it. But this time she didn't have them actually attached, so I'm not 100% sure. Well, let me look at one of the bundles. Because maybe it'll show me. No, it doesn't show me. Well, that's no fun. I think these two go together. I'm just going to say that. I think these two go together. So I'll put those to the side. We're going to guess. Terry Cooper saying dark black, dark purple, and orange. Yeah, that would work really good. So this one I think is really cool. Hey, Jenny G. Welcome in, honey. So this one I think is really cool. Let me find it again. Bum, bum. This one is the Grim Reaper wraparound. So this one I had to have because it has the Grim Reaper on there. And it's cool. And then it has this part that is basically the rest of the cemetery. So you don't have to use the whole thing. You could just use this if you want a cemetery line on your card. So that would be really cool. I think this one is just by itself. All of them are super huge though. Oh, I think this goes with it. I think this goes with it. The pieces all match. So I think these two go together, which would make sense because this is a $40 die set. Her die sets are really huge. They're made for, they're basically made for 5x7. And then we have this one. And yes, I don't remember what all I requested. This one is that. which is the Halloween window trifold metal add-on metal die, craft die. Halloween window trifold. Okay, so it's a window, and look how gorgeous. Stephanie says I should use the Grim Reaper today. And then I got stamp and die set with that fun haunted house. Hey Rhonda, I saw you over in Erin's live stream. And I've got the page pulled up, and I'm hopefully going to get reminded for all the things, but I don't remember if I don't think she has another one between now and 2, which is how long I try to just, yeah. But look at this stamp set. We've got this huge, let me get an A2 size card. Here's a panel. That thing is the entire card. You could do just that. Then we've got this fun moon. We've got a lot of fun sentiments. This one is huge. It says, if one door, I love this one. I love this one. If one door closes and another opens, your house is probably haunted. Love that one. And it works good for invitation. So you are invited to our haunted house party. That's another thing that she likes to do, is put invitation type of sentiments in with her creations. We've got a moon, we've got these creepy little ghosts, and I've got dies for all the things. And yes, the moon is fabulous. And I have a sticker over part of my die. I mean, part of my stamps. I can't see what that one thing says. Home is where you haunt. Ghostly greetings to you. Have a frightfully spooky Halloween. Congrats on your new home. Oh my God. Think about, I mean, you can, oh my God, we've got boarded up windows and stuff, and this, yeah, you can imagine sending that as a housewarming. Oh, I love that. So I think these would go good together. Congrats on your new home, and I hope the ghosts are nice. In parentheses. Hopefully it's not haunted is also in parentheses. So those two sentiments would go fabulously with congrats on your new home. Do we know anybody who just moved? I know that Elizabeth, they've been trying to find a place that they're liking stuff for like a couple of years. So I don't know how soon it's going to be. Does anybody know somebody who just moved? Ghostly greetings to you. Yeah, all of these are so fun. So fun. Okay, so that's the stamp and die. And then I went ahead and got this because I needed it, because I wanted it for the trifold window thingies. And this is the original. Let me pull that one up. The trifold pop-up card-based metal die. So it has the pop-up part in there. Remember what I did with the the wedding one, where we made it so that the wedding people popped up for that video? Yeah, that's what this one does too. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's going to make it so we've got pop-ups. So do you guys still think that I need to do the Grim Reaper? So this Halloween window works great with this. Okay. I'm thinking that any of these would also work with the pop-up. So we could probably do the pop-up for any one of them. So this one is the Grim Reaper. And then this one, yeah, these two do go together because they have the same picture on the back. These go for that, which makes and I am going to, at some point, I'm going to have to make myself a shadow box thing. But that's what this one is for. So yeah, I think they are. Okay, so Rhonda is asking a very good question. She says, tell me more about this company. So the company is ScrappyTails Crafts. I've been on Sabrina's design team, I think for like 3 years. I'm like on our part-time, whatever. So I get products and I do basically one video a month. Okay, that's kind of the way that part works for me. Other people do more things. But Sabrina, she designs all this stuff herself. And she's in her early 20s. So it's basically her and her mom, and they do all the things. They're also in Florida. So when I went to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo and worked with Amanda a couple of years ago, I got to hang out some with Sabrina there too. And she is super sweet. She's really, really young, though. That's the thing. It is amazing that she's got all this. It's like Simon Hurley. It's amazing Simon has all that stuff going on as young as he is. Well, Sabrina has got all this stuff going on, and she is really young. So she also had to deal with the tariffs and finding new suppliers and all the things that everybody has had to go through recently. She had to do that too, and she's only in her early 20s. So this summer she came out with a she came out with a wedding set, bunch of new dies, and right at the time that she was going on vacation and getting engaged. So her boyfriend, who is very supportive and helps her, you can hear him in the videos. He has actually been in her live streams with her. Yeah, so she is definitely an artist too. She is definitely artistic. So if I'm not mistaken, she's drawn all of these. Okay, so these are her personal images that she has turned into stamps and dies for us. The last collection didn't have any stamps because they were still working on getting a new supplier for stamps. She's still having issues with the paper, so we do not have. I don't think we have a paper pack with this collection. I don't think she did a stencil this time either. Maybe she did, and I just didn't get it. I don't remember. I'm going to look at her collection real quick. She usually has, yes, she did have stencils as well. So she has, in the collection, she has a stencil that is no, that's a die too. Haunted Mansion wallpaper cover plate die that you can make into a stencil. There's a couple of really cute things. Again, I had to limit myself as to what I could get. She's got a gazebo add-on. So the gazebo that we made, she's got all the Halloween-y stuff to go with it. Spider webs and bats and cats and all the... Do I need to show y'all the website? I think I do. Let me move that over to my other screen so y'all can see it. So this is her new collection, okay? She's got an I want it all bundle that is discounted compared to buying everything separate. And then she's got different bundles for different pieces. Here's a staircase where you can have the bride going up it, which she has done. She's done the bride and groom. She's basically done the wedding one with her creepy zombies. We've got this one that has a ghost gallery, which is like, I don't know why this is. Let me see if I can change the resolution a little bit. That's not working. Oh, that's because I'm hitting the wrong button. Nope, I was hoping it would make... There we go. If I make it bigger, it shows the whole front. So this one's got frames and stuff, which is really cool too. Frames and ghosties and a clock. We've got this one where the ghosts are basically, hanging out, and it's got a butler. I mean, yeah. We've got a spooky fireplace. We have a skeleton taking a bath. I didn't get all of these, okay? Because it's like, I want them all, but I didn't get them all. Then we've got this one that is the 4-piece cathedral trifold add-on. So I got the one in the back that's got the moon. I did not get the one in the front. But here's the cathedral door, which is really cool. We've got this one that's cathedral window, and these are all big dies. That's why they cost as much. These things, basically makes a 5x7 card. Makes them huge. I got this one. But look at the images she's got in there for that one. She's got where she uses pieces of it for the sides, and then she has the Grim Reaper in the center. Then we've got the Cemetery Wings trifold. So you can add more things on there. Is that what I got? I don't remember. Here is the Grim Reaper. She's also got a huge cathedral. This is basically the same size as the wedding, but it's got a creepy, it's basically got Notre Dame. Yeah, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So you could have that. Then she's got one that's gargoyles. I mean, amazing things. I wanted all the things, and it would have cost me a ton of money to be able to get them all, and then I wouldn't have had enough time. That's what is actually restricting me on a lot of things. I know I want them all. I know I won't have time to play with them all. There are many of Sabrina's collections that because of the commitments I make to Spellbinders and Pear Blossom Press and her. Those are I'm only on 3 teams right now. Plus I'm doing a lot of summits. So there's a lot of stuff I'm doing. You guys get to see that. But because of that, I have to try to restrict it. As it is, I got more stuff than my projects I'm going to need to do for her. And I know it, which is one reason why we're doing it right now. I don't have a schedule yet for what we're going to be doing in the next bit. So if I only did 1 project a month using these, that would be September and October. That would be only 2 projects. I've got much more than what I actually need to do 2 projects. So there's going to be more. Anyway, oh, I also have my witchy brew cup that I forgot I had. Shauna says, I'm loving I love the Christmas sets too. Who am I kidding? I love them all. I know. I mean, I also have I made a pop-up that was a little leprechaun. So she's got one of the ones where you squish it. It's like a little ball and it pops up. Yeah, so many things. So she makes a ton of things and she designs all of these. Her and her mom together work on all of these. And then she creates a ton of examples for us to see. And then she's been, I know for this collection, I don't remember how many, but I think she's been doing almost daily live streams for it. Before they didn't release until the 1st, but she's done a lot of live streams going through the process of making stuff with these things. What else do we have in here? Here's the gazebo. So this piece here. Oh, look at that! I have to show us. It was so cool. So the gazebo she made. Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't realize that. Look at that. It's basically a little wedding inside the gazebo. I have to make a wedding inside the gazebo. I have a reason for that. That's where me and my husband got married, on the beach, but we had our reception basically in a big gazebo pavilion thing on the beach in Venice, Florida. But I mean, these are fabulous, what she did. That's her skeleton from last year. I think that's one of her dancing skeletons from last year. So yeah, these things are fabulous. I didn't realize that would fit over the top of the gazebo. Hi, Jim. I hadn't said hello yet, but hi, Jim. I know I did not make these, but these are absolutely fabulous. You know, I mean, I did the one gazebo. When we were live with Elizabeth a couple of weeks ago, and that was so fun. So. It is 12:30, and since I don't have anything die cut, it's going to take a bit of time to get things die cut. I could do, instead of doing like a trifold or anything, I could do just a regular. Did I bring out envelopes? Yes, I did. Where'd I put them? I wanted to bring out envelopes, so I made sure I knew what would fit and what. So this looks like it would fit on a regular slimline. So I could do a slimline for that. These two go together and I could just play and put some things together. But before I do that, I need to go get the paper. And before that, I need to fix this screenshot thing because it is the wrong picture when I'm doing my, when I do my Be Right Back. So believe it or not, I think I just fixed it that fast. Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's see if my Be Right Back actually looks right. It does. Okay, I will be right back. I just got to grab the paper and come back over here because I want to use pattern paper for this. And might as well use one of the ones that I haven't used in a while. Ooh, this is creepy. I'm going to grab 2. So, just so you guys know the idea I have, and I think this will work with pretty much all of them. I'm thinking of Dark Fairy Tale, which to me looks very, very gothic. Look at the gothic, yeah, look at the wallpaper. Oh my goodness. All of this stuff is gorgeous, which is why I haven't used it. Okay, Stephanie has to go to the dentist. Be sure to catch the replay and make sure that you go and check out the video that I just put up today where we made this little guy. I'm sorry, I love him. And I did a short on this one too. So I'd love it if you guys would give the short and give the TikTok some love because I don't do a lot of those. but yeah, that I think is super cute. It's also, the video is up on my channel and on the Pear Blossom Press channel. So giving them both a bit of love would be fabulous. Well, this paper pack is from Die Cuts with a View and is from 2018. I do not know if they have it again. So this is something that I probably picked up. I was picking up a lot of paper at Michael's and Joann's whenever they had them on sale. Die Cuts with a View is one that was at Joann's a lot. So it might be at Michael's, I don't know, but you can also check the website. I think Die Cut with a View has a website, so you may be able to see that. But yeah, this is just it's gorgeous. That's why I haven't used it. I brought out a second one, also Die Cuts with a View, which is Witch's Brew, and it is pretty too. Now it's got the same kind of vibe, but it's not quite as realistic, or yeah, this to me looks very realistic. Okay, but this one has got a lot of fun papers in it as well. Look at the eyeballs and witches hats. Kitties. Some more fun wallpaper. A lot of these I think of as wallpaper. So if you do miniatures or anything like that, this would probably work good for that. Although these are bigger prints than what you can use on. Look at all the spiders. Oh my god. Bats, potions. This reminds me of we've got that Glimmer. Was it Glimmer? I think it was a Better Press that we've got that's basically the same design, that I need to pull out the panels that I made with it and do Halloween with them, I think. Abracadabra, love that. But yeah, a lot of full papers in this one too. Thank you so much, Sandy. Sandy says, hello from Maine, and don't forget the thumbs up. In the words of May and Vinny, give it a Vinny and Mary. Yeah, I don't really know who came up with it. I just know that they did. So you guys need to tell me, do we want to do this guy? And some of these can be combined, but I don't have the time, I don't think, to do the combination. Do we want to play with this guy, this one, or this one? So we basically have 4 different types that we could start with, okay? I have a feeling y'all are going to tell me the Grim Reaper. So do we want the haunted window? Do we want the haunted house? Do we want, I forgot what this, I know. Well, that's why I tried to narrow it down to 4. I told you that I'm only supposed to do like 2 projects. So we're going to be doing more. So you want this one with you want this one with that. Sandy says definitely the Grim Reaper. Okay, I'm gonna do a poll on YouTube. Let me close that thing real quick. So we're gonna do a poll on YouTube, and I think I'm gonna see if I can set it up also on Twitch. So give me a second for both of those. I'm looking for the button on Twitch. That's the one that means poll. Okay. New poll, and we're gonna do some typing, and I'm gonna try to type them in the same on both. Grim Reaper, haunted house. I'm gonna say spooky window. That's what I'm gonna call that one. That's got the pumpkins and stuff. And then cathedral window. Which also means I'm probably gonna have to pull from other things to put them together for some of these ideas. Like, I don't know. Actually, you don't have to. That's very pretty. Okay, let me pull up the YouTube one real quick. And then I'm going to try to just duplicate it. Start a poll. I know. I am doing it weird this time. I should Control C and then Control B. I'm trying to do this. And I'm sure that there are apps that are going to do this better, and I probably need to look and see how Andy's works better, see if I can get that widget to work correctly, because I think I had some issues with it. So we're starting the poll on YouTube, and then I'm going to start the poll on Twitch. Both of them are up with the same thing, so you guys tell me which one you think. And I don't think I have enough magnets out. I have to cut magnets today to get these all put together. Which should we make? Yes. So, looking at the polls on... I'm looking to see if it's going to show me. On Twitch, it shows 50-50 Grim Reaper and Spooky Window. And then on YouTube, it is showing basically 50-50 Grim Reaper and Haunted House. I also know that I only have 2 votes on the Twitch side, and we have 7 votes on the YouTube side. So my thought is it's probably going to be Grim Reaper at this point. Grim Reaper is up to 62%, 56%, 62, 56. You guys keep doing it. Okay, so on the Twitch side, Grim Reaper won. And on the YouTube side, Grim Reaper, well, on the Twitch side, it was a tie between Grim Reaper and Spooky Window. But on the YouTube side, Grim Reaper won. So that means we're going to be playing with this one. I might pull from the other things depending on timing. Like, I'm probably going to pull from that because Reaper Under the Cathedral. So putting those off to the side, this is not going to be the only time that we play with these, by the way. I am going to do more with them. And I just found a die cutting panel thing. Let me get that out. So hello, Miss Danielle. We are going to be playing with ScrappyTails today. So let me take this guy out. And it is, like I said, this thing is huge. So for today, I'm going to leave it in its original packaging. But by the time I will, this afternoon, I need to go ahead and put these actually in my things, because the plastic is never strong enough. I have trouble when it comes to the packaging on pretty much all of my dies. It doesn't matter what company, but it tends to rip right on the seam. And a lot of times it does that as I'm trying to take it out because of the tape and stuff. So here's our Grim Reaper. And then we've got this additional stuff for a Grim Reaper. I love, love, love that cemetery. I kind of want to do just a cemetery. I think you guys want to see the Grim Reaper actually cut out. And you know that when we do these, it rarely looks the way we expect them to. It winds up looking so much better cut out than what we think it's going to look like. Okay, putting this over there. All right. Oh, I think I'm going to show you something else that I did today, just because I was playing around. I was thinking, I wonder what this would look like. Where did I put it? Here we go. I decided to play with hot glue with a wax seal. So I made the owl. You guys remember the owl? And then I covered it in gold. And isn't he just adorable? But this isn't the cool part. I was also looking at my lights with hot glue, and oh, you guys can't really, it's too bright. Yeah, let me see if I can turn this down some. That's as low as that's gonna go. But I've got it on some pattern paper. I have it on the same pattern paper we made the guitar with. I just put some on there, and it kind of glows purple, that purpley color. It goes purple behind the guy's behind his face. Oh my god. Yeah. I also made a couple of little I made some glue dot embellishments, and I just have to show y'all. This is the way the light looks normal. It's very bright. It's like, yeah. But then if I put this over the top, it diffuses it a little bit and makes it look like a bigger... I think that's actually brighter. Y'all can't see the difference. But yeah, I think I'm going to be using hot glue with my lights. That is going to be so fun. It was just an idea. I was thinking, you know, I wonder how because we did the on one of the light up cards we did recently, I used a sticky dot on it. You know, a 3D glue dot. I thought, I wonder if hot glue would work. The only thing is trying to make sure that the hot glue actually adheres to the paper instead of just peeling off after it's dry. You know, putting the embellishment that's dry with something on it. I'm probably going to have to use another little dollop of hot glue because I don't know that regular glue is going to work. A little bit more research because I think it's going to be fun. Okay. I have no idea what my husband and my mother-in-law were talking about. Something about listeria being a scam. It's like, that does not make sense. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut out this piece first. Idleite! Idleite is in the house. Okay, so this is a huge die, right? And I'm just going to make sure, here's the envelope, so it does fit. Barely. It'll fit as an goodness. My throat has been giving me issues the last 2 days. So it'll fit in as a slimline. We can do a slimline with it. Where's my other envelope though? Because I thought I had one. Yeah, I do. But we also have a 5x7, so we could make a 5x7 and it'll fit. Okay, so these are the envelopes. So this will fit in both those envelopes. So I don't really do 5x7, but I kind of like having that little extra room. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I do like that these are smaller though than that huge one for the that we use for the wedding, because this will fit into my Platinum 6 where the other didn't really. Let's start off, I think, with some black cardstock. Right now, I'm just kind of thinking the base. Okay, I lied. Have you been good? No, I lied gets her coal. Highlight says, let's see if I can get some coal today. And who else did that? I didn't see who it was. Yeah, exclamation point join, exclamation point check gives you the that one's flatter. Okay. Gives you Santa letting you know whether or not you've been naughty or nice. And we have a lot of naughty people in this chat. Danielle, have you been naughty or nice? She's been naughty. I really need to fix that. Y'all don't get a surprise anymore. Jen says, ASMR and Adelaide will not be cold. I think she meant will not be cold. Looks like Sandy's been good. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. There we go. So all those little Jen.
Ho, ho, ho.
want to make this into a shaped card. So there you go. Now you can see it a little bit. Welcome, Scribbles and Nibbles. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I'm going to brighten this up a little bit because it's... Okay, now you can see it. So all of those little extra little lines that you see on the regular die, those are basically... In other dies, you might think of them as been... Sorry about your avatar. Oh, I just noticed. If you hadn't have said it, I wouldn't have noticed that. Anyway, this basically... I'm kind of thinking I might want to make it into a... I might want to make it into a shaped card. I do like that. I do like that. Look at that, though. Isn't that cool? And then the other one... Let me see what the other die looks like. So this one gives you the additional layers. Okay, so here's the main piece. And then we've got the skull. We've got his hood. We've got all the additional things to go over the top. And I kind of am... Yeah, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it now. Let me see. Where's the other thing? I want this one because I think that fits. Hi, sweetheart. Welcome in, honey. Actually, let me look and see if there's another die that works with this. I have to look. I have to look because I know it's an add-on thing. Okay, this does not have... I don't think.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
I love you too. Thank you, Danielle. All right, I'm looking at the dies to see what goes with what to do what I want it to do, okay? So that is what I'm doing here. Y'all are thinking, what the heck is she doing? I don't know what I'm doing. So that one I don't think, that one I don't think, ooh, but that piece, I think that piece will do it. And this is smaller than the cathedral. Okay, so what I need... I think I just need that one piece. See, on this one, it has this piece here that makes it so that you can connect the sides into accordion, into just a regular shaped card. This is mostly for a trifold, so you do 2 of them and you've got your trifold. What I'm thinking I want to do is maybe make this one into just a regular, but I might decide to do additional. And I just basically need a piece that's going to do just this side, not the whole thing. So looking through these, I think this will... No, that's not... Is that going to work? I think so. I think that one will work. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that one out. And this is from me not having had the time to actually watch all of any of Sabrina's recent videos. That shows exactly how she's putting all this stuff together. Okay, let me get that one die. Sigh, it's not wanting to come out. Part of this is also me trying to hurry, okay? Because I do have other things I need to do. I have a, just to let you know that I'm not trying to avoid y'all, because I'm trying to spend as much time with y'all as I can, because I love y'all. But what I'm wanting to do, I've got at least one summit video that I need to get done over the next few days, and it's a Cricut Joy one. So I need to figure out what I'm doing. That's the thing with it. So if I cut one of these out and fold it on the things. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then I'm going to also need another one of these. So I need both of those cut out. Will they fit on there at the same time? Maybe. If I cut it down. Nope, I need to cut them separate. And I may want to actually do a couple more layers just because this is heavyweight cardstock, but These also have those cut lines in there, so if I want to make sure that it's nice and sturdy, I may do multiple layers of heavyweight cardstock. So hello Infinity, welcome in, hun. I also have out all of my holiday and all of my papers that I need to use up. All of the stuff is off to the side over here too because I need to use them as well. I have so many things I want to do. I've got lots of ideas with this one, but it's like the easy ideas are what I'm trying to avoid. I want to have fun with you guys. So we're going to have 2 of our Reapers so far. I think I need to cut at least 1 more, but we're going to see after I put together the first part, which all I'm doing right now is I think I'm just building the card base. That's what I'm doing. I haven't started on any of the design yet. So I'm building the card base. So we have 2 of our Grim Reapers so far. Now I need to do this piece, which I think I only need 2 parts of it. I'm probably going to cut it on one of the scores. Sandy says she's working on her Halloween cards. Make sure that you post your pictures over in Discord so that we can show them off on Tuesday. Okay, so we've got that one. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got our score lines there. I'm going to cut, I think, on one of them. Yeah, I'm going to cut on one of them. So yeah, this is a trick, guys, so that I am going to need additional one of those. Yeah, this is a trick, guys, so that you guys know how you can, one of the ways you can make a shaped card. There it is. Getting out my scoreboard. I'm going to score on that score line. You guys can see it. And that is right about a quarter inch. And I think my scoreboard is a little bit off, so it didn't actually go exactly there. So now I'm going to just fold that. So we're folding it in half. So now I have the hinge. This is going to be the hinge for my card. And I think I'm going to actually bring it in just a little bit. So we'll have part, well, no, if I do that, no, that just means I'll have to trim it on the back. That's fine. I can do that. So we're going to put our hinge on using some double-sided tape. And then I'm going to put glue on it because I want this to try to be pretty strong. And sometimes double-sided tape doesn't want to keep sticking over time, okay? And I don't want y'all to have to re-glue it. You may wind up having to re-glue it over time if you keep the card too long, which I know some of y'all do. And yes, I will give this one away. Alrighty.
Hello Debbie, hello chat, ho ho ho.
Thank you for the text to chat. Thank you for the bits. Thank you, Miss Anne. Did you do that just so that you didn't have to do Daffy? Is that the thing? That might be the thing. Okay, so we're going to have that nice and strong. And I need it to be on the side. So, and we need the fold to go this way. You have to make sure you got everything oriented the way that you want it. And let's go right about, I'm going to have it down at the bottom. Try to make sure I have it aligned straight. Here's another use for your Pear Blossom Press T-square. So I'm going to make sure that that is actually straight on there. And it's actually a little bit off. There we go. So it is going to be at a 90-degree angle from the bottom. Okay. And then what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to cut another piece to go on the inside and trim it there so that it's going to be the right size. Okay. And while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and mark this one too, because it needs to be at the same spot. So I need to actually couple these. I'm going to take out a white pencil. White, not orange. White pencil. Let's slide it up a little bit. Make sure it is even on the other side.
Let's have an understanding.
Type excellent. Thank you, Jen.
Brother, what a way to run a railroad. Now, as I was saying...
Okay, and of course now I marked it on that end and I can't tell exactly where it's going to be. Okay, let me take out my T-square again and make sure that I have this lined up. I'm going to draw the line all the way up so that I can line it up in my, thank you for Daffy. Okay, so that's where I'm going to cut that one. And then I'm going to measure to make sure that it is actually in the right spot on my card. And then I'm going to cut some more so I can cut them in exactly the same spot because I need that for the inside. And I think I'm going to I should probably do white on the inside so that y'all have a place to write. Okay, so if I put this one there, lined up right on that piece. Yep, it looks like it's perfect. It's going to be a perfect fit to be the back. Okay, so we got that. Actually, I could do black on the inside too, like this. And then this piece here, I could cut out and do white to give y'all room to write. I think that would be cool. I think that would look cool. So I'm going to cut out 2 more, so that means more heavyweight cardstock.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ooh, actually, I'm going to do pattern paper on the inside. That'll be pretty. What do I want to use? So I'm getting into my creepy paper, guys. Okay, bringing it out. So this is going to be the inside of the card. I do kind of want to still stick with the dark colors, I think. Oh, and these are actually pop-outs. I think these are stickers. So in the back page, I've got stickers. Kind of like that purple. Purple on the flowers. Kind of like that. I think I'm going to go with this page. Or we could go with this page. Y'all need to tell me. What do you think? Hello, hello. Question, what is ScrappyTails? ScrappyTails Crafts is a company that makes, she makes stamps and dies and stuff. And let me show you her website real quick. Let me get back to the button. So we're playing with some products from her. And she just had a new, new Halloween release come out. So let me go under what's new. What's new? Go. So we've got all these fun products here that we're able to create with, and she's made a ton of things. These are they're just fabulous. The one that we're going to be playing with today is this one because the folks voted. They wanted to see the Grim Reaper. So here's one of her cards that she made using the Grim Reaper. So fun. And I can tell that she also used part of the wedding set. That background she used with the one with the vines that's actually from the wedding set. And here's another one where you didn't actually need to make a separate thing like what I'm doing. Terry Cooper says black and purple. Okay. Oh, sorry, Nerdy Will. Nerdy Will had let me know. Let's see. Ad break ends in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Nerdy Will, hopefully you are back now. So we are playing with some products from ScrappyTails Crafts. ScrappyTails is one of the companies that I'm on their design team for, and I just got in her Halloween collection. And the die set that these guys wanted to play with is basically this one. So we are going to be creating some stuff out of this. And right now, I just realized I kind of need the tombstone to be in gray. So I probably need to cut this out of gray too. So that means I need to cut another one. This is going to be thick, but that's also going to make it so that it's... So she likes this one, I think. The black paper with the purple, so we are going to go with this one with the roses. Okay, Nerdy Will doesn't know what we're doing. That is totally fine, honey. I'm a card maker, and a metal craft die is basically this. This is a craft die. And what it does is you can run it through a specific machine that presses it into the cardstock and does enough pressure to actually cut through it. Like with this. This is actually the bigger one. Like this one did. It's also got these lines on there to show you where the... Jen says we pay our own shipping. Jen wants to win all of the cards. I do a giveaway and send out the card at the end, so that if you want to stick around for that, you can. But I'm going to show you exactly how I'm making this, and I'm making it up as I go along. I have not played with this collection yet. This is the first time cutting with any other things, so as I'm going, I'm changing my mind. I need gray for the tombstone right there, so I need to cut this out of some gray. And I think I will leave the main piece in black and just add this on because you're able to do that. I don't think the other die has... No, the other die does not have that part. So this one has got a lot of the add-ons, which I think are going to be great in gray. This piece here should basically still be in black because it is our Grim Reaper. But this one does not have a die for that gravestone side. Sandy would love to win the card. So I'm going to cut this out of I'm going to cut this same piece out, the same one, out of some gray. So just so I can get that gravestone. So I don't actually have to use the whole thing. That way I can save some of my gray cardstock because I'm trying to use heavyweight and I don't think I have any more heavyweight of this. Norma! Hey! Okay, and then we're going to cut some more pieces out of that pretty purple and, yeah, the black and purple. Yeah, black and purple. So this is my die cutting machine. And I'm just going to put my die on the cardstock and we're going to run it through. I've also got a special mat in here that absorbs some of the pressure so my plates don't warp as fast because they do. Pressure does definitely do that. Where did I put my plate? There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to crank this through. I'm cranking that through. And then what we're going to have when it comes out the other end is where it's pressed everything together. And the die, which is actually not sharp on my hands, has cut out the image. So now all I need to do is cut those little pieces that are holding it together and then I can layer that up on top. Hello, kitty. So Jen says, I'm not here for fabulous free cards, but for fabulous interactive entertainment. I believe you, honey. Oh, okay. I was thinking, what is under that? Hard pressed power smusher. Die cutting machine. Let me get my other scissors. Nerdy Will, welcome, and don't worry, it doesn't take long to learn this. It doesn't take long to learn what the different things are. It does take a little bit of time to get proficient at it and just practice, but that's like with any art. We all know how to pick up a pencil and draw a line, but we don't all actually make art with those lines. So it does take a little time to get the hang of that kind of thing, and I admit I am not... Okay, I guess I am bats, as the bats on screen will attest. Okay, so now I have my tombstone. And then that's going to go over the top. I am actually going to start assembling as I go because that's kind of what I do. So bottom line, all we're doing is gluing together paper. That's it. But I did want to have that tombstone. There we go. And this is kind of done the opposite way of what the die was designed. The die, I think you're supposed to start with the big background piece as actually being the gray and then layer black up on top of it. And I didn't do that because I am Debbie J. I don't actually do things the way that they're designed. I don't always look at the instructions. I tend to wing it. But that also means you can find, if you stick around, you see that there are other ways you can do things. Okay. That little piece did not want to come out. So now we have our tombstone on the front. And we're also making this into actually into a card base. Okay. Oh, so cool. All right. Now I need 2 more of these. No, I don't need 2 more of these. I do need 2 more of these, but I need them in this pretty pattern paper is what I need. These are going to go on the inside. And will it fit for 2? Might fit for 2. I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and die cut that one out. Yeah, this one is a pretty pattern. It's one that I haven't used. That's why I haven't used it. I'm trying, guys. I swear I am. I have lots of pattern paper that I bought years ago. Hey, Deb. How you doing, honey? But yeah, I bought pattern paper years ago. And it's still sitting in my junk room. Yeah. I mean, I have stacks of pattern paper pads that I need to use up. I've tried a couple of different things. I included some of it into... Okay, Nerdy Will says, man, I want to do this and dig into the new rabbit hole because it looks amazing, but I probably stop after me. No, not necessarily. There's actually some events going on right now too, so you can see all the things. Plus, I've got lots of videos on YouTube, so you can check things out and see what you want to start with. I mean, some of the stuff is... I'm still amazed. I am still amazed at some of the things that I create. You just do not know. It's just, yeah, it is a thing. Okay, so this is pretty. I think I am going to cut out this part to be white on the inside, but just giving you guys an idea of what I'm doing. Here is the outside of the card, and then we're going to have this. Oh, look at that. I cut it wrong. So this, it's going to actually go on the other side. I need to cut the opposite. So it's going to be on here, on the inside, and then I'm going to put a white panel in the place of the tombstone in the middle so you have a place to write on it. And it's going to be double layered. So this actually needs to go over the top of that one, so I can go ahead and glue that in place. And then trim off the excess so everything matches. Yeah. It's going to be pretty. There are also some little holes that I didn't take out yet. Okay, that looks good. Okay. And then, okay, that one I think has got the holes out. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do that. Deb, what? Doing great. First time I won a gift from SBC. She's talking about scrapbook.com. Fabulous, hon. I haven't even been on any of their videos. I think their event is like going on right now. And I haven't had a chance to go over and look at anything. And then we have thank you so much, Nerdy Will. Thank you, hon. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Oh, there's a couple little holes down there too. Let me go ahead and pop those out.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Thank you for that. Jenny says she needs more coffee. Who said what? Anne said that she loves me. Thank you, Anne. And Kelly wants to know, what are we creating? I don't know what we're creating, honey, but we're making something spooky. We're making a Grim Reaper. Oh, yeah. And I keep deciding. I decided I wanted to make this into basically a regular A2 size card. So I'm modifying things a little bit. And I'm also going to use some double-sided tape on here to hopefully hold everything in place faster. And then lots of liquid glue. Because, yeah. So this is actually the inside of the back. And that's because I need to cut another one of these and do the opposite side because it's going to be this way. So we're going to have that pretty pattern paper on the inside. This one is actually cut to size. This is the size that I want based on where I put the hinge. I've already added a hinge. Thanks, Jennifer. Who said... Okay, so Ellen, which is Ann Farika, said she is going to make lunch and then she will be back in a bit. And then Amy is saying haunted window. We're not actually making the haunted window today, but guess what? I do have. If you're watching on YouTube, you can go back and watch the replay at the beginning and show all the things that I've got. Plus, I will give you guys a glimpse of what's on the website because there's lots of stuff that I didn't get that I want. And the only reason I didn't get it is because I won't have time to play with it. And I know it. I think I still have some stuff from last year that I didn't have a chance to play with. Although we did play with the dancing skeletons last year a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and put some liquid glue down over the whole thing. Because I want this to stick well and stay in place. Let's get the edges. And y'all probably, if you've gotten one of my cards, you know I don't always decorate the inside of it, but I am doing the inside of it this time. Amy said, spooky window. We're not doing the spooky window today. Scribble says, wow, a glue holster. Yes. That is the My Sweet Petunia glue press. Okay, I think I got it lined up right. I do have some glue that's kind of dripping over, but that's going to be the inside. This is the My Sweet Petunia glue press. Regular glue bottle in there. It's basically the same as this one, and instead of having to squeeze the bottle, you pull the trigger and it squeezes it for you. So I've got two bottles that comes with two bottles. One has a fine tip and one has a regular tip. The regular tip is what I've got in my glue press so that it can put down a lot of glue like what that just did. Okay, I'm gonna get out my paper trimmer. I think it's all straight. It looks like it's gonna be straight enough, so that's good. And then line up right on the edge of the black so that I can cut what is right now pink. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside back of our card. So that's what it's going to look like on the inside. All right. I think I need to trim this. I think I'm going to trim off this little bit of the side because it just looks weird. Okay. So this is going to be the inside of the card. Now I need to cut another piece of that purple. And this time I need to cut it from the other side. And that piece is not big enough. I got to cut another piece. Let me look. Doesn't matter which direction. I want it to match, so I'm going to have to cut it this way. Scribble says that there are so many cool tools in the crafting world. Yeah. I love it's kind of, if you think of it, it's kind of like creating with anything. There are a lot of different tools that you can use. Absolutely. And the tool you use really depends on what it is you're wanting to make. Hey, Miss Patty, welcome in, and you are not really. Ellen says that Jack shared a game that looked up my alley called Carefully Stamped, where you're making postcards. Yeah, I haven't been hanging out with Jax lately, but it's cool that she's found a kind of another crafting game. I know she likes crafting in her games and stuff. You can tell her I said hi. I've been going live every day, Ellen. This is I think we're almost up to, how many days has it been since the 19th? Somebody figure that out for me. It's been right around 3 weeks of live every day at noon, plus all the other stuff, because I've got summits and stuff I need to get ready for too. So that's what my job is tonight. Last night, my job was to get that video finished creating and edited. I gotta show you that. For you guys that popped in that didn't see it yet, y'all gotta see this thing. It is so friggin' cute. And this was inspired by somebody on one of our live streams last week. We have a paratrooper cookie. It slides into a glass of milk. So adorable. Love it. And that's actually that one is up on Pear Blossom Press's YouTube channel and in their blog, by the way, because I wrote the blog post yesterday too. What? No. Really? Really? I have to look. I don't know if I believe you. I have to look at a calendar now. I don't know if I believe her. She says that it has been 4 weeks. It can't be 4 weeks. It's not up to the 19th yet. So started on August the 19th, which was a Tuesday. So 1, 2, 3. 3 weeks and 2 days. 3 weeks and 2 days. Okay. So I was thinking it couldn't be 4 weeks yet, but it's been over 3 weeks that I've been doing this, doing daily live streams. I haven't done a month of live streams before, so we're gonna see, and then if I can do it for 1 month, it's kind of like going on a diet, guys. If you can do it for 1 day, you can do it for 2. If you do it for okay. If you can do it for 2 or 3 weeks, you can do it for a month.
To bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
But I'm also trying my best not to let myself get burnt out, because that would be bad. I do not want to get burned out. And at the point that I thought, I'm getting really tired. Do I really want to keep doing this every day? You know what happened? Oh, that's the wrong direction. This needs to be on this side. You know what happened? Anne wants to see the cute thing again. I got a lot of cute things on my desk right now. We have this. Yesterday, this one slides. We made this yesterday. It's a guitar box using something new. And then I made this Tuesday night, and it TikToks. It TikToks. So yeah, it swings back and forth. Cute little clock. What else do I have? Oh, I have another one of them on my desk that TikToks. I have all these things that actually people I kind of have to mail out that I haven't had a chance to get that done. Oh, here's another one that does not TikTok, but is another clock. Oh, and then we have the Halloween one. A Halloween cuckoo clock that TikToks. Yeah. And then we have, I forgot I have all this stuff up on my desk. And now I'm making a mess on my desk because all those little bits that were in a thing. So I've got a little choo-choo train, and then we have have this, and then we have this, and then we have paratrooper cookies. The paratrooper cookie sentiment was Ronin. That's what he said he wanted on there, so that's what I made. All of this stuff is freaking adorable. And this has been, I think this has only been this last week. Is that right? Something like that. I have to clean up all the stuff. I know, the train. Absolutely. There's a summit coming up that I'm going to be using that one for that I haven't even started on it yet. So, yeah. Which is why I can't be doing this with you guys all day long every day. In case you were wondering, well, why can't Debbie just spend all of her time with us? It's like, I want to, but I can't because I don't have the time. I have to do some other things. Okay, so this is where we're going to cut this one. I could try lining it up in my paper trimmer without... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. You could you can mark it with a pencil, or you can just try to line everything up correctly in your paper trimmer and try not to cut things that are not supposed to be cut. Okay, so lining all of that up, I'm going to slide it in from here, so hopefully it'll stay in place. And then lining it up right with the edge of my purple so I can cut off the pink. Come on, cut through. There we go. And again, this is just so that we have a pretty inside and extra stability. Most of the stuff we do is just to make it pretty, by the way. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside of the front. So let's go ahead and glue that down. And do I want to use some more double-sided tape? Yes, I think I do. I am happy to see some of the new names and stuff in here, and yeah, if you're interested in learning more about how to make all the fun things, I do classes. I'm in some summits. Somebody type exclamation point class and then exclamation point events. I have a light up card workshop we're doing on Saturday, so you can get that one. What does one get with a membership? So it depends on which membership you're talking about. If you're talking about the one that is the YouTube membership, you get early access to videos that I happen to put up and be able to do that. Like here we have the events that are going on. We have Justine Hovey. We have the Makers Retreat that is happening right now. And then we have a summit that is coming up that I am in, which is the Art of Handmade. This first time I'm doing their summit. And that one starts on the 15th. And they're going to have more than just cards. They're going to have a lot of things. And then we've got the Card Making with SVGs, which is one where we're going to all be making cards and using our electronic cutting machines also. So a lot of those are going to be combining techniques from different things. Like you will use your die cutting machine for part of it, and then you'll use stamps and dies and things like that for the other. Probably not dies. I mean, maybe if you needed a specific little thing and didn't want to use your Cricut for it, but my thought is we're probably going to... I have not seen the other people's stuff, and mine is a Halloween card. I think that's the one that I did. I've got like 3 different Cricut ones that I'm doing this fall too, and I'm trying to remember which one that one is. I think that's the Witch Cauldron one. I think, but that also could be the Ghost Spinner card, because I did that one for one of the summits too. So there's going to be a bunch of them. Most of those summits are going to be free, and then you can get the all access pass after, but there's a lot of people with a lot of techniques, and they are all absolutely fabulous. I love those. Okay, so this should be able to line right up on the inside. Oh, that's what I didn't do. Dang it. I was smart and then I wasn't. I'm going to have to hope that that isn't completely dry yet. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to trap our hinge. And if this is not... If this is glued down in place, I may have, yeah, I'm probably going to have to get my, dang it. Getting out something I very rarely get out, and you guys have already seen it like twice in a week, I think. That's this stuff. I undo. I very rarely have to use it. I have a second bottle because one of them spilled out. And I don't know if I can actually get anything in there to be able to do it. Because I glued it down pretty good, I think. Let me see. I mean, one thing I could do is I could put another layer on top, but I don't really want to put another layer on top. Let's see if that'll help. I don't know if it's going to pull it up or going over the top. I usually try to put it down in there where the adhesive is. Oh, looks like it's pulling up a little bit. At least parts of it are. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, so this one is basically going to have the, you're going to see the hinge. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry, guys. I try to make the stuff as perfect as I can for you, but it's not going to be that way. We're going to put the hinge on here, and it's just not going to have that pretty purple paper covering it. I could try to match up another piece of cardstock over the top. Maybe I'll do that. I haven't decided. We'll see. Let's go ahead and put the rest of our card base together, and then I can start putting the rest of it on, because I want to try to be done by 2, and it's already it's already 1:30. We're making a card. This is actually going to be a shaped card in the shape of this tombstone with our Grim Reaper. And I decided I was going to line it partially to make it more sturdy, because the die cuts have got lots of little lines, okay? It's got lots of little lines. Okay, so this is the part that I don't like right now, okay? But it'll do. So that is the front of our card. That's the inside of the card, okay? And I just wanted that covered. Can I actually cut a piece of cardstock to make it? I might be able to find one that matches. Oh, the liquid I was using. I'm sorry, that's undo. So what I was trying to do was it usually works, but there's so many little tiny die cut pieces at the edge that I couldn't get through them to be able to do that. So that's just undo. I saw it on Jennifer McGuire a long time ago. Okay, so if I put it there, it's not covering the whole thing. Didn't line it up quite right. Let's see if this one is better.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Oh, you've never seen that before. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, if I lay it here, then it's going to line up right. Where did I put my tape? So I'm going to line it up. Yeah, this is going to have layers in places that it doesn't really need layers, but that's okay. That's one of the good things about pattern papers. It's not quite as strong as regular cardstock. This one is going to be kind of a solid, bulky kind of thing. What I'm going to try to do now is figure out exactly where do I need to cut it. So it needs to be cut right about there. I think. And then on this side, right about there. Trusty T-square. I should be able to slide it in. Yeah, I'm trying to do the engineering thing here, and I'm not an engineer, and my Todd is not here, so he can't do it for me. Okay. I'm guessing that that's going to be about the right spot. It's going to be close enough. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. 25. What? 25 watching on YouTube and only 3 likes? Huh? You guys don't like me. Okay, I'm going to have to see if that's actually true because I don't think it is. Sometimes you have to refresh your screen in order to see it. And mine shows 18 likes. So that's still not the 27, but it is 18. And probably the reason I haven't gotten more is because I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm not really on track as good as I should be, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to try to cut right where those 2 lines are. So we've got that one, and then I've got this one that's down here. Let me take off the tape. That might help. Linda says 18. Yep, that's what I'm showing. I'm showing 21. So thank you so much for reminding the folks that forget, because you know what? We all do it. We all forget that we're supposed to hit that button. If I don't do it when I first pop into a video, I don't always do it. I'm bad. I don't always like my own. I don't always hit the like button on my own videos. Let's see if this is in the right spot. So, with it going up like that, and going to the edge, and right about there, I was able to match the wallpaper. Yay! Okay, match the wallpaper so you're not going to have to see that ugly thing. What is a good size of a die cutting machine to get? A lot of it depends on what you want to do. As a beginner card maker, I would say probably a 6-inch, like what I've got. One of the things I love about my Platinum 6 is the fact that the sides fold up so I can put it away. There are other ones, like my Big Shot from Sizzix, that are friggin' huge. Okay, so that takes up more space. I also have a little teeny weeny one. You got an orange engineered helmet from the dungeon? Oh my god, after me saying something about engineers. So I would say the Platinum 6 is probably a good one. By the way, I do have affiliate links for the companies that I work with their products, a lot of those. And those you can find links to all the things, which you do know that using affiliate links helps support the channel. You can find the links to all of those in to the companies anyway, in my link bio, but also on the bottom of all of my videos on YouTube. I can't really share I can't do them on Twitch because I can't really put them as video specific, but they are all on my YouTube videos. Okay, so that lines up perfect. And then I just need to trim that off the top and bottom. Okay. All right. All of that just for the card base. That's all we've done so far. And I don't like that it's popping up, but that's okay. Next, Sandy says I have a Big Shot fold away, but had to get an electric one because of my shoulder. Absolutely. One of the good things about the Big Shot and the Platinum 6, it has to do with the width that you're able to put things through. Like you can use a glimmer system to do hot foil. You can use the better press system to do better press. So there's other things that you can do with it. I also have an electronic cutting machine, and that one is a Gemini Junior, and I never use it because I can't use it with my glimmer system. I could use it with my foil press from Gemini. However, that platform broke, I had to replace it, and then I decided I don't want to deal with that again, so I went ahead and got my Platinum 6. It just is, I mean, I got my Glimmer system, and it has worked fabulously for, what, 3 or 4 years? Jen, did you know what? I don't think I said it. Did somebody ask me what my favorite foam tape was? Because I haven't been using it today yet. I've actually got a couple of them. My absolutely favorite foam tape is going to be my Pear Blossom Press. Ellen is fussy cutting positive images and words from a magazine to make a positivity book, collage book. Yeah, she does a lot of the collage books. My everyday foam is this. It's Scotch foam tape that I get from Amazon. I think it's basically made to put stuff up on your walls and things. Okay, trying to get enough stuff out of the way so I can go to the next thing. All right, for the front, we've got a bunch of dies we can use on the front, okay? So one of them says, rest in pieces. I am definitely going to use that one. And then we've got some decorative pieces that I think would be pretty on there, so I think I'm going to use those as well. And then, of course, we have to make our Grim Reaper. So I got the hard part of it done so far. Now we just have to do some die cutting with basically regular cardstock. So for this, I think I'm going to use some more of the gray. And that will fit. And will these fit on there too? Okay, so all of those will fit on that one scrap, and then this scrap can go in the garbage. Oh, the tape. This is not foam tape. This is regular tape. Nerdy Will says, I was looking through that and wasn't sure which brand the die was the die cutter, but I found the brand on Amazon. This is Spellbinders. It is available on the Amazon website, but it's also available on the Spellbinders website, and there should be, let me grab a link to that. Bum, bum, bum. Pull up my lists. Look at my favorites. Where's my favorites list? Actually, I could just look at on my video, and I've got all the stuff on there. So the one for this one is, where's it at? Here we go. I would say get the one with the universal plate system because it's more versatile. And here is the link to that machine. Okay, fabulous. Great. So that is that one. If you have any questions though on any of the products and stuff, let me know. I've been on the Spellbinders influencer team for 4 years. So I make a lot of projects using Spellbinder stuff, including the stuff we did yesterday. And I haven't had a lot of my ScrappyTails stuff in a bit, and this one just came out. Is my Amazon link fixed? The Amazon link should still work. My problem with Amazon is that they don't always... I've had trouble actually getting credit for any of the things that people have bought on there. I can't use the links myself. But they're supposed to work using Linkdeli. But I think my last payout was probably 6 months ago or something for $10. So I don't really do that much with Amazon, primarily because I don't know that the stuff actually works, and I haven't had the time to do research to see how to make it work better. Another issue with all creators and their affiliate links when it comes to the card making and crafting community that we are all a part of is that a bunch of our companies have had trouble, and well, pretty much all of them have switched affiliate services. ScrappyTails uses, I think it's their own. It's not where they're going through something like Sharecell, which is now Awin, and they're not going through Consumer Junction, which is what Spellbinder switched to. But most of them switched over in the last year, so a lot of my affiliate links don't work anymore. The ones that are older don't work anymore. I have to go back and fix them all, and have not had time to do it. But that's on my to-do list. Newer videos should have the new links. If it says it's a Linkdeli link, the Linkdeli link should work. And if it doesn't, then that's my fault for not having done whatever I needed to get them fixed. I mean, I'm able to go onto those websites and see how many clicks did I get and yada, yada, yada. And some that I thought weren't working, some of the different companies that just switched, it turns out I didn't actually have to do anything, which is nice. It's like, you know, I really don't want to have to go in and fix all of them. I have affiliate links to a lot of companies, but I only use like a couple of them. Oh, I didn't need to do that on... Okay, I was dumb. No, I wasn't. I can still do this.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Okay, where's
I love you.
Here we go.
Now, back to our show.
We are going to use some ink. So, I think I want to use... Here's my Shady. Come on out of there, Shady. This one is from Simon Hurley. We're going to use some Shady on this. Oh, yes. Thank you so much for that, Terry Cooper. She said, don't forget to sign up for Debbie's email. You will get alerts when she's going live. I do send out emails. Right now I'm sending out emails like daily. I'm hoping it's not too much for folks, but that's what I'm doing right now. I am sending out emails daily to let y'all know that I'm going live and give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. That one's also great. Okay. I'm dirtying up this gray because it was too clean. It was just too clean. Plus, I need to do something to make it... Either this needs to be darker or the words need to be darker. And to be honest, this part's going to be the easier part to grunge up a little bit. And this is also a fabulous time of year for you to get started with this. Okay, Kelly, go do your voiceover, honey. So Kelly is also... Do I have that other one up? Yes, I do. I'm going to go ahead and give you a shout out real quick, honey. So Kelly also has a YouTube channel. So right now she's working on video stuff while she's hanging out with us. So she's got to go do a voiceover. Which my short that I did today, I did a voiceover for that this morning. I think it turned out so cool. Okay, now I'm going to put some darker color right here in the center. Because that's going to be right behind where it says rest in pieces. So that is a grungy tombstone. And can you see that? Not really. I think I need to go over this maybe with some pigment ink. Let's go over it with a little bit of Gina K. White. I feel like I'm going to be making a mess. Yay! Chris says that their Tim Holtz Distress ink pads came in, and the brushes and the stamps from Whimsy Stamps. Fabulous. Okay, so this does look a little bit creepy. I think I'm going to need to put some black on there, but let's see what it looks like. Oh, I think I like it. I think I like it. That looks good. Okay, all I did was just add a little bit of pigment ink on there, just pressing it in. And yeah. All right. Keyboard goes over here out of my way, and so I can get my heat gun out, because pigment ink, I will spread it all over this place because it does take longer to dry. And well, I'm also going to recommend, I haven't been talking a lot about it because I need to add a lot of stuff to it, but we do have a membership besides the one that Deborah was asking about. Deborah, I think, was asking about the one on YouTube. The YouTube one means that you get to come and hang out with me during my members only live streams, and you get early access to videos. But I've also got another free membership that is my membership site. It's kind of the entry level into that part that is also going to have, and I'm going to be adding on, but has a subscription plan you can get for monthly workshops instead of buying the individual workshop. So that's over there, but it is a free membership. If you want to join in with us over there, you could do that too. I've also got a Discord, so I've got all the things. Is pigment ink on my list? It's probably not on the list. It's not on the one for this video, but I can definitely add it later. Look at that. That looks so cool. So cool. The only thing that I knew for sure I was going to be playing with tonight was or today, it's daytime. The only thing I knew for sure I was going to play with was something out of the ScrappyTails line. So that's what I added to the individual supply list. There are different things down in my favorites. I don't know if my Gina K is there, but that is my favorite at the moment. My favorite white pigment ink. But a lot of my favorite tools, like my reverse tweezers, my glues, all of that stuff is on every video, so it's kind of down below. And I don't include those in the visual supply list because that just makes the visual supply list get very, very, very long. Okay. That looks really nice and creepy. Okay, now we need to do the top and the bottom. There's these little filigree pieces. And I think I want to do the same thing with them. And then we can start playing with our actual Grim Reaper. Let me get this stuff off of there. So quick question for Will. Yes, we're going to abuse you right now. But yeah, quick question is, what is your thought right now as to what you want to try first? Since you said that you are brand new. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing I did with these. Uh-oh. Somebody took my picture. And this thing, yeah, my camera is not centered. There we go. So I'm just tapping it in so it doesn't go over the whole thing. You can also color your stuff right there too. I'm basically making up a basic card. Oh, I'm thinking some basic card making is what I'm going to do first. Okay, so before you buy the tools, which I love my tools, you may want to think about getting a simple card making kit. There's some things called, we call them ephemera. I don't really know why they got that name, but there are where you can buy, I actually have some over here somewhere. Do I still have them in here or did I put them in the other room? Ephemera is basically where someone has already got, it's printed pieces that are cut out the right size. There's pattern paper, which you already saw that we were using. I mean, some of these packs are like $5. There's a lot of cheap things to do to start off with, and you could just layer paper. So you could do that. I don't do a lot with pattern paper. I tend to make a lot of my own. This time I'm actually using some. So this is an example of some pattern paper. So it's where someone digitally designed the paper and put it all together like that. There's also digitals of that. So you could pretty much, if you wanted to, just print out. My friend Betty Penny has some gorgeous papers, but you could print out, cut out, and put it all together onto a card. The one thing that you need, basically the only thing you absolutely need for making a card is going to be your cardstock, which I'm going to say you want to do some heavyweight cardstock for card bases, or you can purchase card bases. I like to have layers of lots of things. I usually use a lot of foam. Anne says that what she does is magazine images and words. So the only thing that you really need is going to be your card bases. You can add whatever other kind of paper thing over the top of it. Some people put ribbon on theirs. Some people do like Ellen, where she is using things that she cut out of magazines. You could download and print out pictures of things. Oh, that's going to be cool. Look at that. Yeah, I think I want this one down here at the bottom, and it looks like there's a little bit of ink on there. And then as you decide, is this something that you want to do? Because you may make your first project and decide, yeah, I don't know if I want to keep on doing this one. My first card well, I can't say it's actually my first card once I decided to start trying to make something was Easter. I did have some I think I had some heavyweight card stock, so I had card bases, and I did eyeballs all over the screen, and I printed and cut out an Easter image off of the internet and glued it on the front and gave those out as Easter cards to the people that I worked with. That was 2017. But as soon as I did my first one, and people like, oh my God, you made that, thank you. Well, as soon as I got that little bit of feedback, I wound up going to YouTube University and learning lots of things. And there are a lot of creators out there that are fabulous. One of my favorites, and I think one of the favorites of a lot of people on here, is going to be Jennifer McGuire. Jennifer McGuire, Christina Werner, Kathy Zilski, Yana Smakula. She is the one who got me into all things. Look at that. She's the one that got me into the influencer team at Spellbinders. So there's a lot of people out there on the internet. If you look up card making, you're going to find a lot of things. Simon Hurley, exactly. Simon Hurley, I think, is like 22, 23 years old. I don't remember for sure, but he's been making cards and doing them on camera since he was 12. So yeah. And Sabrina, who made all the fun things that we're using today. How do you like the tombstone? This is just the first part. We're nowhere near done. But isn't that cool? And it's almost 2 o'clock. I didn't want to go late. I know, I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, so now we need to do... What do we need to do? We need to do the other things here. So we have the scythe. We have his hood. We have his face. I need to start cutting some things out. We have, this is another piece for his hood and another piece for his hood. So she made lots of layers. Thank you, Shauna. Shauna says that this is great. I think I've got her fooled. I might do another tombstone in front. If I do, I'm probably going to do the cross one. I kind of have it off to the side there because I love it. All right, so what I think I'm going to cut out the rest of these pieces, or most of them with, the face, of course, is going to be out of white, right? And I may actually get out some oxide ink out of my Tim Holtz stash that I don't use very often. But I think I'm going to keep going with this kind of splotchiness on there. I think that works great. But I'm thinking for this face, if I do white, I kind of want to give it a little bit of picket fence. I think I have picket fence oxide. I'm not sure because I never take these out. Let me check real quick. I have antique linen. That's distressing. That's not oxide. Here's my oxide. Yeah. So these are my lighter color oxides. I have fossilized amber. That might do a little bit on there too. I kind of want to do the oxide because then it'll... I could use distress ink too. Let me grab the distress ink. Since I'm going over white, that would work. Okay, these are going off to the side, and I'll see what I want to do once I get the things cut out. Okay, so we have lots of pieces that are going to be in black. Try to use up my black scraps. So Terry Cooper is trying to help out Nerdy Will, and that's great. Terry is actually one of the newer folks in here. She just I've known her for a while. In gaming live streams. So I've known her for a bit, and she decided to start following us over here, and she just recently started making cards. That one actually fits good. This one will not fit on anything. Will this fit here? That'll fit there, and I'm trying to use up my scraps, okay? So trying not to waste any of the cardstock. So I've got a couple of pieces that I'm able to do in black. like it when we get new friends, but you know what? I find myself trying to give out too much information. Oh, Nerdy, thank you. Okay, Will or Nerdy? I can't call you Nerdy because then I'm thinking my other buddy Nerdy. So I'm gonna have to call you Will. Nerdy Will, thank you so much for the sub. They just subbed to me over on Twitch. Thank you. You hate having ads? Yes. Oh, you can also watch on YouTube as well. I do not have the ads running on YouTube except for the replay. So you've got that as well. But thank you so much, because you do know that every time you support one of the creators by becoming a sub, it definitely helps us out. Where did I lost it again, guys. I'm looking for the clear plate that is probably on my desk somewhere. Put the brush away, put the ink over there. Will is just fine. Okay, great. Thank you, Will. I just have to remember what I'm saying. Put the brush away. Look under my pattern paper. Look under my foam. Where the heck did I hide it? Shauna, thank you. She says, I always lose that clear plate. I've got several and I'm losing all of them. I know why I lost them. Because I moved my cart out of the way and I have at least one over there. This is like a new one. This one that's been sitting in my junk room for a while. Nerdy Will says, okay, so a card making kit with ephemera and also need cardstocks or bases. Sounded like you were about to say another thing that would be good to have, but I could be mistaken. Honey, there's a lot of stuff. Hero Arts has good card kits. I've used some of theirs. It really depends on what you want to start off with first. With the card I'm making today, I'm starting off with dies. Okay? However, what's easier and less expensive is this. These are stamps. So stamps are really inexpensive compared to dies. Dies do cost more. And you can add all your fun things. Now this one is a big set, but they don't all come that big. This one has a stamp that is basically sized for an A2, a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card. It's huge. But I've also got a lot of them that are a lot of small stamps. And then if you're going to do clear stamps, you'll want an acrylic block or some kind of stamp platform. I love my Misty. Was a gift from my buddy Elizabeth. I love my Misty. I love having a stamp platform because it makes it so that I stamp straight, and that if I don't use enough ink, I can put more ink on. So it really depends on what you want to do. I don't know kind of what you're thinking as to what you're attracted to at this point. But there are lots of fun tools. There are lots of fun supplies. And I would just say start with one and see how you like it. And then you can move on to the next thing. Some of my favorite things are interactive cards that I don't do enough. Like my light up cards. I love my light up cards. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to... Is that too much, guys? You guys have to tell me. Is it too much for me to start showing off the light up cards to this person who hasn't actually started making cards yet? Because I love them so much. And yeah, they'll either get scared away or decide they have to do all the things and then get mad at me because they don't have any money left. Shauna needs to learn about light up cards. Are you signed up for our Saturday class or Saturday's workshop? Tara says, yes, I need to show off light up cards. So Shauna, if you're not already signed up for the workshop, do that. Or I do have a masterclass that's on the website, on the EDU website. That's edu.wjscraftingcorner.com. That will give you... You think they'd be wowed? Okay. Where do I have... Okay. I still have my box of light up cards. This box is nothing but light up cards. This is a simple one. This one is in what I do have a class on my website for this. It's digital prints. So you would print it out onto cardstock, cut it out, and then you would add your light that you get from Pear Blossom Press. Deborah deserves a coffee. Absolutely, honey. We all do. This one is another one that's similar to that, using Simon Hurley. This is Simon Hurley's collection. His inks, his stamps. This one is using my brain. It's not using my brain. I'm sorry. This one is another Spellbinders die. I've got it with just a little headlight. What do I do with my cards? I give away a lot of cards. My light up cards, I have a very hard time doing that. This one is, the light's almost out, and I didn't make this one so I could actually get to the battery. So you can barely see it coming on. And the dice and the stamp set is no longer available. That one's cute. So yeah, lots and lots. Oh, this one, I love this one. This is when I saw the die set from Spellbinders, and this is another die set that's no longer there. It has a little oven, okay, with a door. And I put a light behind the word, "Hey Cookie." That one I think I made like 2 years ago. 3 years ago? Something like that. Here's one from a Hop. I love all of these. I know everybody wants them, but that's the thing. I haven't been willing to hand these out. I do have some, I think over the last couple of weeks, I did do at least one light up card where I did do the giveaway and it did go out. It is going to go out. It has not gone out yet because I haven't mailed anything. Okay, I'm going to add some pigment ink to these, and then we're going to add these on there because we're just going to kind of creepify it. I love it. This is a technique I haven't done in forever. I just thought, let's add a little bit and see how it does. And look at that. I think I'm kind of might blend some of that off too. And I don't know where my white blending brushes are, so I'm just going to wipe off some of the excess so it's more gray and not quite so white. But I think that looks kind of cool and creepy. Creepify is a great word. Yes. Creepify is a fabulous word. Okay, so this one's got a little bit too much on it too. So blotting that off. Okay, and then we've got one more piece here, and then I'm going to glue these down. Kelly's Crafts. Oh boy, yeah, Jen went outside to grab a parcel and it started hailing. What? No. Where are you when it did that? Yeah, I do. Is that a good place for info? I have to look and see what you're talking about. Headlight is a very clever use of a light. Yeah. So for Discord is a good place for it. I would say also make sure to join my okay, best place to find out all information about me and all of the places that I'm sharing information at is going to be let me see, do I have my button? Where do I have my buttons at? I did have a button somewhere. I don't know if I've got it on my Stream Deck. Chat, do I have it? Link bio. Hopefully this will be my link bio. Yes, Debbie J's Crafting Corner link bio. You can find me everywhere using that. And yeah, I've got information about the workshops coming up. I've got information about the events that I'm taking part in or promoting right now. Like my buddy Erin Reed, she is fabulous. She does a lot of fun fold cards. And she uses a lot of things from a lot of different companies. In her event this weekend, we've got Amanda with Pear Blossom Press, who makes the fabulous lights. So she is in that event, but it is a paid event. I think she did do a live stream yesterday on Erin's channel. And any of those things that you guys are interested in, you want more information on, just ask me. Just let me know. It's hard to go through all of the things while we're chatting on, while I'm trying to make a card. Oh, that looks good. Okay, now I need an acrylic block. There we go. My big block to make that one stay down while I put some glue on the back of another one. And I think I know where it goes. Yeah, it looks like it goes there. And then this one. What did Terry Cooper do that made her the best? Okay, so Deb, love you, honey. Find you everywhere under my bed. You never know. That's funny. Okay, so this one goes up over his head right there. That also tells me where my skull needs to go. All right, and we've got the side that needs to go up over the top of it. So I've got that piece that needs to go here when I do it. And then I need to do his face. And we've also got his cowl. Oh, we've got this one. I forgot about this. Here's another one, meaning this does not go there yet. So this is a layering die set. You don't have to use all of the pieces, but it does kind of help to give it all that extra dimension. So let me cut this one out. That's why I didn't cut this one out, is because I didn't have a piece that was big enough out of my scraps. Hello, Jack. All right. Zombie! Okay, so we've got the rest of his robe. We've got his scythe. Is there anything else in this set that I need to cut out for him? We have his teeth. Oh my goodness, we have his teeth. And then there's some little pieces that I don't really know what they are. So we have his teeth here. That needs to be white. We have his hands that also need to be white. And I think these little ones are supposed to go on something, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what some of Sabrina's pieces are because they're little tiny and they don't really look like they belong to anything. And it's basically where she's just got layers of things. And that's great. But I still have trouble figuring out what some of it is. All right. I'm going to turn this at an angle so that it hopefully will not... I might need to put it all the way on there too, because this part is not even on the mat. Okay, scrolling down. I'm back in front of my TV. That looks fab. Thank you so much, Deborah. Norma put up the thing about the workshop again. Thank you, honey. So this is the link to be able to get to my workshops. I do plan on at some point moving all of that stuff that's on that one, all of the workshops and everything, onto the new Spark website, this new Spark membership site. So I'm hoping to move all the stuff over there, and hopefully that'll make it easier for everybody to get to. That's my idea. But it's, again, one of those things that takes time. And then Norma put up the information about all of the new events, and you can get all of the... Oh, I didn't update that part. The link for the card making with SVGs is up on my link bio, so you can get to that if you want to attend it. That I changed over as of yesterday, but I forgot to change the text in the chat. So sorry about that. And somebody else said hello, and I don't know who it was yet. That was Crystal. Hey, Crystal. Welcome in, honey. I'm making creepiness. Kelly says, didn't realize most card makers are aged 34 to 64. Why aren't younger ones interested? Probably because they don't have time. I honestly think that's probably what it was. Think about when I think back to when my kids were younger. I mean, my kids have kids now because I'm friggin' old. But I have looked at my website on my channel too and found that majority of the people that watch my channel are between the ages of 45 and 75. So, yeah. And I'm actually older than I look, which makes me happy, but not happy at the fact that I'm getting friggin' old. But when I think back to when my kids were younger, you know, when they were, okay, let's say when they were in high school or even in middle school, I didn't have the time to do the things. I really didn't. Trying not to get my fingers in the ink. I am so bad about that. So when I see a younger person doing card making and crafting and stuff, I get excited. I mean, I've always felt like I've gone to craft fairs, like the ones they used to have in the mall. I would go to a craft fair and wouldn't buy anything thinking, oh, I can make that. But then you know what? I wouldn't actually make it. I never would get around to it. So Patty says, do you have any grandbabies? I have, my first husband had 2 kids. So I've got stepkids. One of them passed away a couple of years ago. The other one I haven't heard from in years. Actually, the last time I heard from her was when she found out that her sister had passed away and then got mad because we didn't let her know because nobody knew how to get in touch with her. So that was the last time I heard from her. I mean, I have stuff that I bought gifts for them when I was in Italy in 2006. Basically one of the first vacations that I ever took with Todd and his family. Long before we ever got married. I still have stuff from then, and I have never been able to find where I mailed it to her once, and then I haven't been able to, it got returned, and I still don't know where she lives, and yeah. I haven't been able to actually get in touch. I mean, I did have a phone number for her, but seeing as the last several times I tried to call, I just went to voicemail, and then I think it went to a generic voicemail. I don't know. Kelly says, you're 27 and Harley is 22. Wow. Sounds so much like family. I know. Look at that, though. Isn't that looking cool? I love having that little bit of the gray that I'm just creating with pigment ink. So cool. So cool. So cool. So cool. All right. Now I can add these other bits on there. I can add this one on. Then I can add some color to our scythe, which I'm going to use some brown on that one. Didn't have that happen to a card you sent to me that got returned? Which is odd because we were... Yeah, I don't know. I've had different things. But the thing is with Adrian, it's basically where it's happened more than once. I think the last time that I actually had her address, all she was wanting from me at that point was stuff for her baby because she was pregnant. And then as soon as she got it, and after I was going to go visit her when she was pregnant, and kind of never got to do it. Deb wants me to scroll back up. Okay, what did you say? You said, hi, Anne. Oh, you did somebody ask if I have, Patty asked if I had any grandbabies. Well, it's why my stepdaughter has a kid. My eldest stepdaughter was pregnant when my first husband passed away in 2006 and already had a kid at that point. And the youngest of those has had a kid. So I am technically a step great grandma right now. So I'm still looking for what Deb said. Okay. So it's where apparently Jen wanted to make sure that I saw it. She says, for Deb, Devin said, should his teeth be white? Does he brush his teeth in the afterlife? Very possible. Stephanie says, hello from Germany, late as always. You know, I was planning on being done before now, but I'm happy that you're here. Now I need white cardstock. And here's a scrap from where I made that little glass for our little gingerbread dude. I've also been talking too much, so I'm going to say that that's the reason that I'm not done yet with this card, is because we've been talking to our new friends. New friends are good. We love our new friends. We love our old friends. We love all of our friends. What? Patty? Honey, thank you. Patty just gave me a $20 super chat. Thank you, hon. I appreciate that. Yvonne is back. She says, hi guys, Yvonne here. Welcome in, Yvonne. Okay, do you say Yvonne or do you say Yvonne? Because it's spelled Yvonne, but when I was in school, it was whatever. Yeah. I am going to do his hands and his teeth in white, but you know what? We have ink, so that means I can make them any color I want. So yes, we can definitely grunge up his teeth. Stephanie says, I needed to finish my Crafty Owls members challenge before I even opened YouTube. Deadline coming. So is that for a video, or is that because you're part of her membership? Because if it's a video, we can give you a shout out and have people go to see your YouTube channel. Will, did you just join the Discord? Let me look. There's a welcome, and there is a wild 93857 just appeared. So I'm going to say hello. And there's a Liam Nerdy. I'm going to say hello. So we have a couple of new people in there, and I just hit the button to do a wave hello thing. So yay! So Liam is in here now. When you start making your first cards, we have a section that is called Stream Showcase. So if you want to show them off, if you want to show us what you made, and I go on Tuesday nights, I show them off to all the people. So we can show off your accomplishments as you go. So thank you for that. Okay, so here's our Skelly. I think his teeth could pop out, but do I want to do that? Let's see. I have his teeth. Okay, no. We've got the jaw. We have the part right there. So it's around his teeth. So there's parts of these that are embossed and part of them that are actually cut. And sometimes it's hard to tell. So here is our skeleton. And then I think one of the reasons that she did the die cut for the teeth is so that they would pop out a little bit. It's a membership only live with a draw attached to it. It is random, so no cheering necessary. But thanks for offering. Well, we always want to cheer you on, honey. If anyone here has not heard of Crafty Owl, I encourage them. I know. Here's another idea for Will, for Liam, for whatever his name is. For Will. For Nerdy Will. There are some folks out there that do card sketches, which a sketch is basically a drawing telling you where to put stuff. Crafty Owl is one of them, and she does some fabulous things. Her and Kendra's Card Challenge, they do some fabulous ones every month. So checking out their channels is going to be a good thing for learning a lot of things too. I'm more seat in my pants, so I kind of just create with what I like, and I just go with it. All right, there we go for that, and then we can put. I have to decide, do I want to put any ink on it? Oh. Do I want to put any ink on his face? I could do a little. I don't know that I want to. I think I don't want to put any on his face, but I might put some on his. What do you think, guys? I kind of like it being the bright white. Like bleached. No ink. Everybody says no ink. Okay, no ink going on his face. Alrighty. Look at that. So I'm basically just using my... Yes, too white is fabulous. Yes. Definitely a lot of contrast there. Okay. And then we have his teeth. Yeah, ghostly white. Well, he is Death. Now, I just watched a show where Death was a black woman. And she was nice and friendly, so it wasn't anything like this. Oh. Okay, the scrap of Jim just gave me a good idea because this could, I'm not going to do it this time, but this could be used to create a light up card with red glowing eyes. So I could just put the teeth so they are kind of protruding, or I could grunge up the edges a little bit. I kind of want to grunge up the edges just a little bit with a little bit of a brown. And I do still have out, do I still have out the Simon Hurley? Simon Hurley is my go-to. I think I want to do, we're going to do this one. We're going to do cookie dough because then it's not going to be too much. And I think this is going to be basically going to make it so that we can see the color. We're going to be able to see the individual teeth a little bit on here. I'm not adding much of it. Okay, that's it. You saw, I didn't put much on there. Yes. Was Jim, were you the one that said we needed to have the gingerbread men go down into a cup of glass of milk? Or was that Ronan? I'm still thinking it might have been Ronan, but I know that Ronan was the one that had the idea of the sentiment saying paratrooper cookies. That I did finally get my Cricut Joy to work. Turns out that I didn't have... Yeah, I do have some metallic ink, by the way. Okay. So I'm going to adjust the lighting again so that maybe you can see the color a little bit better. Lowering the lighting a little bit. So it's just a touch of brown. Just a touch. Not you about the gingerbread man. Okay. When my kids were younger, there was a cartoon The Grim Adventure of Billy and Mandy. Don't lose your thoughts. Turns out I don't know. I don't have any glow in the dark ink, but this is actually pretty bright. Hi, Nancy. Sorry I'm late, but just got home, been traveling. Yeah, I haven't added the blade yet. It is a separate layer. So here is our scythe. I'm going to go over the handle with some oxide just to give it a little bit of brown, if I can remember where I put my oxides. Do you remember the last time I put my oxides? Ellen wants to know, have you turned off... I have whispers turned off in Twitch? Who does? Me? I don't think I do. I might, but I don't think I do. Okay, so here's the distress ink. I need the distress oxide, and I'm hoping I've got a brown in here. I have fossilized amber, but that's a yellow. It could also be in the other bin. I've got a separate bin. Yeah, these craft stash boxes from Spellbinders are big enough for these, but I needed a second one. Actually, I got a third one. I had to put them in 3 separate ones to fit all of my... Here we go, my oxides, which I never use. I really don't. I'm so bad. And the only reason I'm thinking of using the oxides at this point is just because I need it to basically be on top of the black, and that's the only, why am I looking over there? The only way that you can get things to show up on top of black cardstock is if you have a something that's got pigment in it, which the distress oxides do. Okay, I'm gonna do. So it's got a little bit of brown, just enough. Yeah, I think I need a little bit more brown. I think I need antique linen. So I'm just putting a little tiny bit on. Okay, we always need more. Distress oxides are my most used. Well, I started using a lot of Simon Hurley stuff. So since I've been using Simon Hurley's, I really haven't used a lot of the others. And I don't do a lot with pigment inks, mostly because they take a little bit of time to dry. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a white streak on there. I think I need to put some brown on there, but it still looks cool. And you're going to be able to see the entire side, except for up here at the top that is not. There. The minis are on your wish list. I know. Well, they didn't have minis when I was getting these. These are all probably like 5 years old.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Thank you. Okay, now we have some brown going on. So now you can see that against the black. That's basically all I wanted. I wanted to still be dark and creepy, which is why I wanted to stay with the black. But that looks great for the handle for there. And then let's see. What do I have? I have Catherine Pooler. Did I ever get any of the ones from... No, I didn't. I've got Delicata. And I have Catherine Pooler. I'm kind of thinking I want to use Catherine Pooler. Could use some of the Catherine Pooler Silver. And these are both pigment inks. They should say on there pigment ink if it's a pigment ink. And we're going to put some of that on our blade. Okay, so it's got a little bit on there. I think I want a little bit more. So right now it's just basically going around the edges. I'm just tapping it in. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Okay, I need more. I don't want it to have a lot, but I want it to have some. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just putting on layers. So it's going to still be mostly black. But it's got a little bit of a metallic shine to it. I think that works. What? Anne? Thank you, honey. Anne Marit just gave 10 gifted subs on, gifted memberships on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Going to people that I don't recognize their name, but that just means we have a lot of people that watch the videos and they don't always pop in to the live stream. So thank you, honey. Ellen, you're not able to see it because you're on Twitch, but it's the same thing. The memberships on YouTube are the same thing as the subs on Twitch. It's the same thing, except it's over on YouTube. On the YouTube side, one of the perks that I'm able to give folks over there is to get to see the videos early and to participate in my members only live streams over there. I might be able to add the folks on Twitch for the Twitch subs. I can try that. I haven't figured out how to do a Twitch sub thing yet I know I can turn off the chat to subs only, but I don't know if I can turn off the whole thing to be only viewable by the folks that are members or subs or whatever. Because that's what I'm doing on the YouTube side. And that's a members only pre-show, so that's on Tuesday nights at 4:30 when the live stream starts at 5. So if you are one of the new members, you get to come and hang out with us there. And this week y'all actually got to help me figure out what I was going to do and pick the colors and stuff. So I got most of the die cutting done before our live stream started, which was good because I got to actually get things done on time. Okay, y'all like the scythe? I still need to finish pushing it in place, but I think it looks good. This card is turning out fabulous. So creepy and grungy. Now y'all know why I was so excited about getting all the fun things from ScrappyTails, because this is an opportunity for me to do this. And a lot of this is experimentation. I don't know that I'll be able to do the exact, like the rest in pieces on the front. It's never gonna look exactly like that, the colors and stuff, because of course I will either forget what I did, number one, or it's just going to not be layered exactly the same, because how did I do it? I just pressed it into some white pigment ink and picked up where it decided to pick up. Okay, okay, that is looking fabulous. Okay, we still have the hands to do, and we still have our little snail. This is a Spellbinder snail that went on a card a year ago. Yeah, you guys have been asking me to make some more. Okay, that Grim Reaper is amazing. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Ellen says, I posted that link earlier for you for the glue book channel. So that's another idea for paper crafting. It's not really anything that I do, but that is another idea. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. I need to do the hand because there's a hand up here. And he's got another hand around right there. I think I'm just going to leave them just straight white. And I'm going to have it so it kind of curves. So it is going to go around the scythe. So it's going to be curved around. That's because I'm going to be using a lot of glue. Okay, so this goes right there. Alrighty. Kitty! Oh, Todd's feet. Todd's not here. You can't see his feet. Okay. So it is a little bit curved. Just a little bit. And then we've got this one that's going to go up over our tombstone. I'm kind of thinking I do need a little tombstone in the front. What do y'all think? Do I need to cut another tombstone to go in the front? One of the short ones? To go about right here? Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so Shauna and Danielle both say that I need another tombstone. Okay, so we're going to use our black cardstock. No, we're going to use the gray. Do I still have some gray out? Yeah, we'll use some of the gray. And I think I want to go with this one. Okay, so not the one on here, but there's another die that makes that same one. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up here. No wonder I couldn't see it. So it'll be like right there. And I could pop that one up on some foam, because I haven't done any foam today. And y'all know foam is life, right? So good. Oh. Alan says, there you go. Thank you guys for the foam is life. Okay. Did I lose it again? I did. Wah. Oh, that's weird. What's weird? And Ellen says that something is weird. I mean, I know I'm weird, but that's beside the point. So what are you saying is weird, honey? There we go. It was under all of my ink. So Jim said, cut it out of fun foam. Ooh. I have some. I don't have a lot. Well, I have more than I really want because I don't really like fun foam, but... And I think I only have white. Well, I've got brown, but I don't think I have any gray. And I don't think I have any black And this fun foam does not have adhesive on it. So the ones that I have that's adhesive has white. But let me see if I have any in my cabinet, which I don't think I do. No, those sheets are all white. And that one doesn't have any adhesive on it. Yeah, these don't have adhesive on it. Okay, looks like I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna, but unless I use one of these colors that are not gonna look good on it, it's not. I could just do layers of cardstock, to be honest, instead of foam. That would actually look better than the white. I did get some black foam. But that's just a roll of black foam. I got that from scrapbook.com, and I have not had a chance. Haven't had an opportunity to use it yet, I don't think. I think I'll use that. Maybe.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
I'm just going to cut out multiples of our little guy here and then stack them up. This is actually too wide. This is like, it's only a 1/4 inch, but that little bit in this, and that little bit down there is actually like half that. And this is one that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Deb says that she won the Tim Holtz minis. I knew that you said that okay, I have to look back up and see what the heck you're talking about, Jen. Just a second. So Jen is on YouTube. Go back in there. Jen is on YouTube and saying that somebody is trying to share something and it's not letting us see it. So where is that comment now? Okay, so she's on Twitch. Okay. And it was a reply. Okay, so it probably has, I'm not positive. Usually if it's a reply or something in there, I'm looking to see. It looks like that you and Ellen are trying to talk. I think Ellen is on our Discord, so she could private message you on Discord. And it may just be that she doesn't have permissions on my channel to do posts, to post links. That is possible, but I didn't. If she tried to whisper it to you, I don't think that would matter. But if she's trying to reply in a chat, I think I've got like, maybe it's mods only that can put a post in there. I don't remember what the defaults were or what I set it at, because I did that probably 3 years ago. So the easiest way for her to give you the link is either going to be on YouTube, which I don't have that blocked, I don't think, or to send you a message on Discord. Okay, so there's 3. I am trying to get this done, so I'm not trying to be rude or anything for not trying to take care of that and make it happen for you, Jen. But it's probably going to be easier for you guys to connect directly on Discord. That's probably going to be the easiest and best way. So I've got 3 layers. I think 4 is probably going to be enough. Okay. Yeah, because on Twitch I couldn't even see the message, so I don't know what it was you were doing. Oh wow, Leslie says that she won a Sizzix and Concord and 9th bundle last month. Wow. I mean, I won a couple of things from a couple of places, like I can't remember what the name of the company was anymore, but I don't even know if they're still around. Anne's got a really, Anne-Marie has a really good question. How do you win? So a lot of those, it's where they have like a lot of them have like giveaways and stuff on Instagram. I've seen that a lot of times because I've entered in on some of those over there. So there's lots of different companies that do giveaways. And I think usually the rules are you need to like and follow, like heart the post and follow and leave a comment. So it's basically a way for them to get, just from this side of it, guys, I'm just going to let you know the truth of it. It's basically a way for them to get engagement and get more people to see their stuff. It's an advertising kind of thing, a marketing thing. And it's a great way, though, for them to give back to their communities, too. Like every time I'm in a hop, we usually have some time. Oh, wow. Leslie says added it up to over $300 value. Wow. That is fabulous. Congratulations, hon. I think I've probably given away at least $300 worth of cards. Actually, that wouldn't really be that hard to do if you really think about the amount of time it takes to make each one. Okay, somebody's saying bye. Okay, Leslie says they do their giveaways during the live stream. Okay, and so it's for the new thing that scrapbook.com is doing. Okay, that makes more sense. I haven't actually gotten into any of those in a while. And what is her name, though? I keep forgetting her name on scrapbook.com. What is her name? I mean, I see it, and then it's like, oh, yeah, that's right, and then I forget it again. Stephanie, that is sweet. She says my cards are priceless. I could say where did I put the card? Oh, it's over here. It was underneath my acrylic block. Okay, so this is going to go right there. And I think it could have been a little bit bigger, but I do think that it needs some creepiness added. And this is Laura. That's right. I met her at Creativation. Okay, so we've got a little too much white on there again. That's fine, because what am I going to do? I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to clean it off. So it's just going to grungify it. And then I think I'm going to put I could put some distress. I could do some black on there. Where's my black? While I have this stuff out, I could use my Simon Hurley black, but since I have my oxides out, do I have my oxide black out? Yes, I have my black soot. We can put some on top of it. They're a hoot. Yes, Cola. Yes. I always remember Corey's name. I don't know why, but I do. Maybe it's because I have a friend named Corey. I don't know. Oh. But yeah, they are super sweet. When I met them and we were at the Pear Blossom Press booth and I showed them how all the things worked with the new with the newer lights. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so there's our new little tombstone. And that's going to go right down here at the bottom. So we are almost done. Only thing really that I have left to do, yeah, Cody and Cordy. You know, Laura is the one that I would always forget. Of course it competes with Debbie J's lights. Of course it does. Yes, like the blowout lights. Yes. So I think I may have been holding the camera with the one that you guys saw that they did. I may have been holding the camera when they were, oh, angle it. Okay, yeah, I could angle it. I'll angle it a little bit like that. Just a little bit off. And I pressed it in a little bit so I can make sure it was the way I wanted it. Okay, that works. And then I can just trim off the bottom because we have a little bit of it that is angled across there. It's going to be a little difficult because it is like 4 layers. Okay, now I gotta glue it back on because it wasn't stuck well. Okay, gluing more glue. More glue. Alrighty. So after the ad that is happening right now on Twitch, we will go ahead and do the giveaway, because the only thing I really have left to do is put the inserts on the inside. That's cutting out this big piece 2 more times in white, so it's not really going to want to lay flat. Oh, but it sits up on its own so nicely. So I'm going to put the white tombstone on both sides, I think, so it's got plenty of room. I could use one of the sentiments too. Let's go ahead and cut that first. And I'm going to also double check. This does still fit in that envelope, but I kind of think I want to put it into this is how I'm going to mail it out in a 5x7 envelope. So let's go ahead and cut out that last bit. All right. Now that I got things out of the way, I'm going to cut out 2, and that might actually fit on here. Will it fit twice on one time on one thing? I don't know. Nope, it's too tall, so I'm going to have to cut it out vertically. This is another one of the cards that I don't want to give away. Y'all, I don't want to give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. I'm going to have to make it harder for you guys to win things from me. I really am. It's looking so good. Love the rest in pieces. I know, right? I hope Sabrina likes it. She doesn't get it, but it is making stuff with her stuff, and I always want her to like what I make. Same thing when it comes to all the things that I make for Spellbinders. I want them to, I want Yana to like it. I don't know, she's the one that decides who gets to play with what thing, but I always want Yana to do it because she's the one that got me into it. So we're going to cut that one out again, that center. And then I'm going to grunge it. And then, because I have to. And then we'll put those down into the middle. Oh, I think one of them I'm going to put a sentiment on. Honey, I know. So Tara says you just have to make yourself another one. Why do you think I have so many light up cards in there? Because I get to do, that's one that I don't normally do on live streams. So you guys don't get the cards that I make on live streams. Those are ones that I keep for giving away to family. Like all the Christmas cards that I made in July, majority of those went to my sister-in-law. So she got those. I do mail out Christmas and Halloween cards out of what I have left. I do mail those out to my friends and my crafty friends. So if you're on my email list, did you say you can't give away all the Halloween Christmas cards away because you need that's what I said. Ilka said, didn't you say that you can't give away all the Halloween and Christmas cards away because you need a few for gifting yourself? Exactly. I did look in my stash, and I still have leftovers from last year or year before. And I still don't make as many, I don't think I make as many cards now as I did when I was trying to make for all the people that I worked with or that I knew at my company. I was giving away at Halloween and Christmas 300 Christmas cards and 300 Halloween cards. Okay, so somebody says, okay, Terry Cooper says, be nice. We got a newbie over here on Twitch. Save the craziness for a couple more streams. Don't want to run them off. I know, I don't want to run them off. I want you to stay. And then Norma says, you can make your kits for your live stream and let us make our cards with you. Charge us for the kits. That's an idea. But, you know, with my live streams, I don't know what I'm going to do. So that is an idea for workshops coming up. So you guys need to let me know what you think. I could start trying to do, use some of the ideas or some of the cards that I've made as a template and create card kits to go along with them and then do workshops on them. So does that sound like something you guys would be interested in? I just know that doing the die cutting and stuff is probably going to take the most amount of time. And that's probably what I'm going to wind up charging the most amount for doing. Yeah. But yeah, we could absolutely do that. I mean, it's one of those ideas that I've been thinking about. Somebody said something about wanting to be my crafty cousin. I'm scrolling back up. Can we be crafty cousins? Well, honey, okay, for my family, the last Christmas card I sent out to my cousin Mike, who lives up in Alabama somewhere, got returned. And I don't really know why. I think maybe I had the wrong address, but it's like one of those things where they don't keep in touch with me. I haven't actually spoken to him since we were probably in high school. Although I think he may have been at my mom's funeral, but I'm not 100% sure. My cousin Sam I've talked to, on Facebook and stuff, but my cousin Mike, I'm friends with his wife on Facebook, although I've never met her. It's kind of one of those things where I moved to Florida and then I really never got back. I haven't gone back home. I went back home like a couple of times for a trial that I'm not going to get into at this moment because we do have new folks in here that they're probably not interested anyway, but anyway. But I went to a couple of trials up there, and that's the only time I was up there, and I didn't spend any time. I haven't actually gone up to visit anybody. I mean, it's only like, what? It's an 8-hour drive from here? Okay, so I'm just grunging up the edges a little bit. And y'all can't even see it because it's too bright. I'm going to do that on both of them. And then one of them, I'm going to put a sentiment on there. But I'm not sure which one because those kind of go more with the whole haunted house theme. And this one is a grave. Rest in pieces. But you guys are all my crafty friends. So if you're on my mailing list, there is a rack list over on Discord, and I need to remember to forward the list again to Mary. So it's private. It's kind of where you have to join it, and then I have to send you a link to the Google Sheet. So that's how that one works. So unless you're on the rack list, if you're in the Discord, you can't see the rack list unless you're on it. Okay? And that was just to keep it private for y'all. Not that I know that we really need it, but I do know that sometimes we get wackadoos that decide to join the Discord because I don't have any real permissions on that part. And it turns out that they're not really crafters. They're not interested in what we're doing. They're just wanting us to buy stuff. ! Discord. I'll put the link up in the chat for Discord. Okay, so I gave you guys a command for that. So now I'm taking out a new tool. So, well, here is a stamping tool, okay? So you already saw one of my acrylic blocks, although I didn't really bring attention to it. It's my huge one that I use mostly as a weight. But a lot of times, what you'll do with the acrylic block is you'll take one of the stamps, and here's my stamps. You can put that sentiment on a package of Reese's Pieces. Okay, rest in pieces, yeah. So here's what our stamps look like. These are all clear. They are photopolymer. There are lots of different kinds of clear stamps. Photopolymer are going to be the better quality. And then what you do is you take one of the stamps. I'm just taking a random one. You stick it on the block. It sticks. And then you're able to add ink to it and then press it down. Now, if you are like me and you can't stamp straight or you don't get the right amount of ink on there and then you have to restamp it and try to line it up, I can't do that. You use something like this. This is a stamp positioner. This one is from My Sweet Petunia, and it's called the Misty, the most incredible stamping tool ever invented. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put one of my pieces in here. I've also got another giant stamp in here, which is going to hold my paper in place. So it holds it in place. And I'm going to move it down in case I need to move this thing. Because do I need to heat emboss on this? I'm probably showing him too many techniques because he's going to say, oh my God, there's too many things. I want to do them all and I can't. Yvonne wants to say, do you have freebies on your website? If so, how do I get some? Your ideas are great. I need ideas. I need ideas too. So if you have ideas for freebies or low-cost things that you think I should add to the membership, great. If you want to join my membership, which there is a resource library there, it is small. I think there's like 9 things in there, but they are things that you can download, and I am planning on adding to it, but I haven't done it yet. But if you want to join that, go to Spark, that's spark.wjscraftingcorner.com, and you can join the free membership. Or if you want to get in on there is a plan for getting in on all of my workshops, and you can do that as a monthly, but it's basically a subscription thing. So you can get in on that as well if you want to. So we've got rest in pieces on the front. This actually fits perfect on the front, but I could do tis the season to be spooky.
I like pink, Misty Debbie.
Oh, Amarit's going to get the light pink one. There's also a teal one. This one is special because I got this one from Elizabeth. Elizabeth found the Hero Arts one at Joann's on sale. Okay, Terry Cooper says, do you really have to ask about embossing? Okay, but she found it on sale. She bought 2 of them, and then what she did is she saved one of them for me for when she did her Christmas giveaways that she did that year. She did that on purpose. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually have an idea. I'm gonna do a scene, a little scene. It's not gonna be a big scene. So I'm gonna line this up with this. I've got this basically to just tell me where it is because this is sticky. It's going to hold my paper in place usually. I'm gonna just line it up right in there, press it down pretty good so it stays in place. I'm gonna do the moon. And then we're going to go with tis the season to be spooky. Jim, I do. I have a coffin die from Spellbinders, but when I'm I try not to commingle the companies too much, just because, yeah. That would be also good in here. I might have a coffin die from her from last year, but I'm not sure. And see, can I fit... If I put this down at the bottom, I could put this ghost up here at the top. That's going to be the inside. I'm making a scene on the inside, including the sentiment. And I can tell now, looking at that my sentiment is crooked. Stay. And of course, we now have a Tangia dungeon. Just in time for me to not be able to do I was going to do the giveaway and then I didn't get it pulled up in time. So before I do the stamping on here, I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. So Jen says, I'm home. I can help out. I can. So Jen says, she messaged me. She says, I'm home. I can help cut the dies. Send me the list. Okay. So it really depends on what we're doing. I don't think you have these dies. But yeah, we could definitely do, I can definitely start putting something together. It's going to take some time. I've got like 3 summits I have to get ready for. ScrappyTails might have one, but I'd have to go back and look through. I've got a bin that's full of not just ScrappyTails. I've got a lot of bins of Spellbinders because I do stuff every single month for them. But for ScrappyTails, I've still got a full bin from all the ones that I've done with them. My camera moved again. Why is it crooked? Stay where I tell you to stay, camera. All right. So Terry wants embossing. So I'm gonna do embossing. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I could do it all in gold, but then you're not gonna really see it. Because that's what I was kind of thinking. I could just do the clear. I can do gold embossing over black with the big moon at some point. 3 minutes left. Oh, because it's almost 3 o'clock. You guys are lucky Todd's not here today. He would be upset with me. Okay, we're gonna do the giveaway. I'm gonna go ahead and get that pulled up real quick and make sure it is reset, because all we have left is the sentiment to put these pieces on the inside and we are done. Okay, so this one has been a long-ish, not a long, but a long-ish live stream compared to what I've been doing lately. Lately, I have been doing them a lot shorter. So, if you want to get in on the giveaway, type !join in the chat to get in on the giveaway. For Terry Cooper, because I love you, honey, I will go ahead and emboss this. I'm going to emboss it just in black, basic black. And the way I'm going to do that, because I don't want to get black all over the place, I'm going to use black ink and clear embossing. And since this has got ink on there, we're also going to make sure we use our anti-static powder tool. Because if you don't, what happens is anywhere that it's wet, if the ink is not 100% dry, your embossing powder is going to stick there. And it's going to be shiny, and it's not going to really look right. So if Will is still here, welcome in Sandy, welcome in Paula. You guys have been just kind of hanging out. I don't know if Nancy said hello earlier, but I think... Okay, so Jim has got up here the product link for... let me see if I can get it to pull up. The product link for the coffin die. Yeah, I don't think I got that one last year. That one I think was one of the ones from last year. Yeah, I don't think I got one. I need to get it. But again, I would love for you to use my affiliate link to go to the website, and then you can shop for your heart's desire. Vampires, yes. Okay. Where's my thing? Here's my thing. Oh, that is fabulous. Okay, Will is in the giveaway. Okay, so now we're going to do what Terry Cooper has fallen in love with, although she hasn't tried it yet. We're going to do some heat embossing. And the trick for doing colored heat embossing and not getting the color everywhere you don't want it is to stamp in whatever color you want and then go over it with clear. So I'm going over it with some Wow Clear embossing powder. And then we're going to show the magic. Because Will has not seen the magic. So here is another tool. This is a heat gun. So this one is from Wagner. What it does is it's going to blow, you're able to control where the heat goes. So it's going to blow some heat. And what we're doing, embossing powder is plastic, little micro pieces of plastic. And it's going to melt right over where we sprinkled it, because it's sticking to the ink. And it gets all nice and shiny. It locks it in, so you're going to have this little raised plastic layer over it. When will the bidding war start for this card? We have 25 people so far in the chat that want to win this card. If you have not yet entered, type !join to get in on the giveaway. So when I tilt it, you can see the shine. So it's like a little layer of plastic over the top of it. So anytime if you feel a card or something, business cards, sometimes it's on there where you can feel this really cool way that the text is done. This is all they had to do. This is how they do it. And you can have it in all different colors, including gold and silver. And I have done that quite a bit lately. We have some really fun cards with some gold splatter on them. Okay, let me get my embossing powders out of the way. And then I need to clean this up because it's messy. Okay, this is not one to clean up. Let me get an actual cleaner. All right, so this is all clean. I just need to put the stamps away, and I'm not gonna do that yet. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Anne says I have to leave in 15 minutes to get Jane. Well, you know what? We will be done by then, and we will have done the giveaway. Anybody else getting in? Wait a minute, who? What? There's a name I didn't recognize. Somebody said something about multiple hats and that multiple things in the hat. Why is that one not doing what I'm telling it to do? Are we still live? Yes, we are still live. My chat is being weird. So Stephanie wanted to see what happened. I'm not sure what she's talking about, but what I'm finding weird is that my social stream ninja is not showing me what I want to see. So I don't know what's happening with that. Okay, so we had who? Alvagenta said 3 tickets in the hat. Okay, I was able to reset that. Awesome. Okay. Stephanie says lots of heat guns are excellent. Having 2 temperature settings has been very helpful. Well, I actually have 3. I've got my my Wagner. I have my heated tool from Ranger, which is a lower heat. It will work on heat embossing, but it takes longer, and it's really good for drying inks. And then I've got the new one, and that's my heavy duty one, that will also work for heat embossing, by the way, that I got from Scorch Marker. From Evan at Scorch Marker, which he is doing one of the live streams with Aaron Reed. So I need to make sure that I saw that he was on the list of ones. So I have to make sure that I go over and watch that because he is such a sweetheart. I loved getting to meet him at Creativation, and then I really haven't had a chance really to use much of his stuff since. I haven't done Scorch Marker thing, so I do need to do that. And I believe I'm pretty sure that I can stamp with it, but I'm not 100% sure. And it does have, that one does have 2 heat settings on it too. It's got a really a high heat and a low heat, and it's great for doing the wood burning thing. And so if you haven't tried that yet, I really need to do that. Okay. So I'm going to put another one on this side, which means you're going to have a place to be able to leave a personal message, even though I took up all the space on the other one. There we go. So there is our card. And now you can't see it. No, a hairdryer is not hot enough. Okay, so this is my embossing gun. Okay, let me pull that down. That's my embossing gun. This one looks like a hairdryer, but it is not. Do not use this on your hair. You will burn it. Okay, so this is a craft tool, so it looks like a hair dryer. It blows, it doesn't blow as hard. There's like not as much air coming out, but it gets really hot. Okay, this one has high heat and high airflow. And then my other one is basically like an industrial strength. It's stronger than the one that my husband let me use to do, let me grab it. This one from Scorch Marker is actually hotter, gets hotter than his work one. So there are heat guns that people use in, I don't even know what to call it. This is like one of the ones from my husband's shop, but this one is stronger. This one is 1500 watts. So you also want to look at the wattage on those because those are a lot higher. I think the ones for the heat from a hairdryer is probably only like 100 watts maybe. This one's 1500. So it's very hot. The one to get off paint Paint off wood, yeah. This one is actually good for using with the scorch marker tools. We've got scorch markers, which are markers. There's scorch paint. You can put the paint through a stencil, like a vinyl stencil, to get it onto the wood. Take the stencil off, use this, and then it will basically just burn the liquid, the paint, so you've got that wood burn design on there without having to use a wood burning tool, and it looks so much prettier. So yeah, Scorch Marker, Evan from Scorch Marker is awesome, and I've done it a few times on the channel. I need to do more. I did a summit a few years back, which was the first time I used the Scorch Marker, and it was fabulous. Anyhow, I could make that into a stencil, and I could put that on a piece of wood. So yeah. Yes, okay, so Stephanie says, no, I meant the really hot ones are meant to take off paint. Don't use with paper. I would say if you have a lower heat, you may be able to. I've actually been able to use the Scorch Marker on cardstock. So you just have to be really careful. Draw for the... Yvonne wants me to just hush up. Oh, I know why. Because you know what? The number has gone from 25 to 30. So there are 30 people in the drawing today, and she wants to win the card. So you guys are ready, huh? Anybody else want to get in on the giveaway before I hit the button? Yvonne doesn't want anybody else to. Alrighty, guys. Okay, you guys want the drum roll? Okay, we will do the drum roll. Oh my goodness. I love y'all. Y'all are so funny. Y'all are funny. Okay, let me get the thing up so I will be ready to hit the button once the drum roll ends, because sometimes there is a delay. So here we go. Ready? Y'all ready? Nancy says just give it to her. And who's the winner gonna be? We have a drum roll. Winner is Nancy. Nancy Holloway, you are the winner. Here is the form, hun. So whenever you win one of my cards, you fill out the Google form that I put in the chat. There's also a link to that in the YouTube video description in case you don't get to it right now. But go ahead and fill out that form for me. That puts it on a list so I know what I need to send out. It helps keep me on track, and it gives me all your information and makes it so I know I've got a good address. I have sent things to the wrong address because I didn't back before I started using that. That's one reason why I use it. Anyway, that is the card for today. Isn't it awesome? Yeah, congratulations again. Let's go ahead. I do want to say more things and thank you and all the things. Where did I put my thing? There it is. I'm looking for one of my decks and it's like, where the heck did it go? So we need to do the credits, and I think I do probably need to adjust the speed on it. So let's go ahead and thank all of my folks. So thank you so much for my VIP supporters and for all of my regular channel members and subs over on Twitch. So thank you guys for all that you do. And thank you to everybody that was all in the chatty chat and hanging out with us today. I love being here with you guys, and I think you guys are loving it too. So I think I'm going to try to keep going with doing the daily lives at noon. But one thing that'll help me keep going more is if you get more of your crafty friends to come and hang out with us on my daily live streams at noon. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. It's either going to be another thing with Sabrina, or it's going to be another thing with the new music collection, probably, guys. One of the new collection things from Spellbinder. So we're going to do one of the two. If you want, you could leave a comment after the video, meaning down below the video after the fact. You can let me know which one you want to see. Which do we want to do tomorrow? And that goes for you guys watching the replay. If you want to let me know what you want me to play with tomorrow, check out the new collections that were in my video from yesterday. And the other things that I showed off today on the ScrappyTails, and let me know what you want to play with. And otherwise, we will just decide probably tomorrow, or I'll think about it tonight. And anyway, I will see you guys later. But again, thank you so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow at noon Eastern. Bye, guys.